Hey everyone, how are you doing tonight?
Well, I hope.
Having a hell of a time, am I right? You enjoying yourselves? Hope so. I know I am. Faring well? More alive than me, maybe? I hope everybody's ready to have some fun with some wondrous and incredible 7 Days to Die, which isn't that incredible of a game, but we're not really getting into that right now, okay? We're here for some good times. Baskerville? What does that even mean, Baskerville? Could you inform to me what exactly that's supposed to mean? What is a Baskerville? Outside of the Sherlock Holmes version and, like the hounds and everything. And Baskerville Hall. Yeah, that's right. I've never read Sherlock Holmes, but I've seen lots of adaptations of the work. How is everyone doing tonight? It is, of course, the most spookiest of spooky seasons, so I thought I'd slip into something that makes the most sense out of everything out there. Which is specifically to take everything off and just be nothing but a pile of bones. I figured it would make the most sense. It's a front, Will. The Bone Man in the Underdunders have font names. It's a font, Will. Oh, it's a font. I didn't know that Baskerville was a font. That's fascinating. Like, I'm gonna have to look that up. I'm not fooling anyone. Yeah, well, I'm fooling you. I'm fooling you more than anything else. I know what I'm doing. You can't tell me that this isn't my most natural look ever, okay? You hear me? The most natural look ever. Listen, I had to start early. I had to put my makeup on for this. Do you have any clue how much foundation it takes to bring out my cheekbones like this? My cheekbones will not come out this way if I don't start 3 hours early. And look at the amount of eyeshadow I'm wearing. I also got carried away. I put way too much eyeshadow on my nose, too. But that's besides the point, okay? Why isn't the jaw moving when you talk? Well, that's because I'm really embodying the undead spirit, all right? The skeletons don't have vocal cords to rumble or vibrate, so what I'm doing right now is very ethereal, okay? This is what happens when you take fitness advice from God. All right, fine. You guys have gotten bored with my little antics. Fine.
Did you break him?
I don't know. I can't tell. Here, hold this.
Okay.
The blades don't want to freaking move easily. Ugh.
Okay.
He's holding together. Don't worry about it.
You just got him. His feet are all weird. I love how he's looking directly at the camera.
Where else would he look?
At your bubble butt?
Did I show something off accidentally?
No,
Okay.
I'm just... Your butt would be in line with his sight. Okay.
If it's not obvious, this entire thing that I did was very last minute and I didn't think about it before I did it. Oh, my word. There we go. Okay. Reginald is, he's in place. It's all sorted out. They have a name already? Why not? I heard Baskerville earlier. Reginald sounds like a good name. He's staring into my soul. That requires souls to be kept in the body and not on shelves. God. What are you snacking on? Icy cream. What the hell was that? It is a Reese's and vanilla ice cream. Ask not for who the Venga bus is coming. It is coming for thee. I don't know what to say about this message that was just sent in the group chat, but actually, that is true. I gave my soul to my cat and she kicked it. Now it lives on the shelf. I don't know what world you come from, but the rule and law is pretty simple. The soul is stored in the balls. We all know this. This is not some sort of secret deal or story or anything like that. The soul is stored in the balls. I just realized I should probably get some music going. Musico. There we go. It's taking its sweet time to get going. What do you say I get into the group chat now? Yeah, hello. Hello.
You are
Hello.
Strife.
Greetings.
Hi.
How's everybody doing?
Waiting for you to get in chat.
Sorry. Didn't.
It's
I saw
all
you
your
fumbling
fault.
with your bone there, with your little bone.
Yeah. Reginald is a hell of a thing to like. It's a handful. It's a handful.
That's an interesting nickname.
I mean, someone linked the Reginald font in my server. Oh, it was Crow. Okay.
Reginald is a font too? I thought it was just Baskerville.
Fonts has all sorts of names, Strife.
All right, I'm gonna hit spawn. Okay.
All right.
Now, if my memory is correct, we have 3 days. $41. Yeah. So if the day count is on 7, it's day 44 we're aiming for. Dave, nobody's a friend right now.
Yeah, I actually took damage.
I thought that all PvP was off.
I think it's as long as you're in a party, you can't kill each other.
Oh. Well, this is awkward. Hi, everybody. I'm very sorry. Here, let me just, how you doing over there? No, look, I've got this case. It's full of needles. I'll help you.
Are they used?
I mean, do you see a needle factory in the post-apocalypse? No,
No,
of course
I
they're
don't.
used. But I did dip them in mouthwash. Mouthwash, highlight. Oh, you, yeah, you heal.
Don't believe I've ever had a medical license. So Dave is like Dr. Zed of this apocalypse. Okay.
Oh God, yeah, he would be. They would be. God.
Wait, who said I was supposed to be streaming right now? Linda. I'm very curious about this.
Yeah, like you've never really done the streaming of this. This game.
I mean, I have streamed 7 days plenty of times, but not the server specifically. Yeah.
Okay.
Hello, TG. New server. We've been playing this one for a couple months now, I think.
New server. Who dis? Yeah, we've been playing for a little bit, basically since the release of 1.0.
Yeah, pretty much. Is it tasty or is it cold?
It's cold on the teeth. I have temperature sensitive teeth. All right.
Why not
and
friends party if not new server? What? Like, we made this server specifically for 1.0.
yes.
You thought we both streamed at the same time? Not really. We haven't done that in years.
Yeah, we haven't done it in a hot minute, so. All right.
Let's get a lot of questions that have a lot of curious premises behind them. Is this an agenda-driven line of questioning here?
Okay, so it's either 2 days or 3 days before Horde Night. I don't know which.
Oh yeah,
Because
we're on the we have the flux day or whatever. The
yeah,
flex day.
there's a 1 day flex. It could be 1 day earlier, 1 day later. So it could be 2 days, 3 days, or 4 days.
Yeah.
So at the very least, I suggest that what we do is we tear up a couple of quests right now.
Alright. I'm good with that. I have to eat first. Though.
Yeah, me too. Do we have any food?
I thought we did.
Not
That's
so much
definitely-
as this.
Over here.
Oh, you moved all the food over here. Okay.
This is. Let me have my kitchen.
She's like, get out!
Yeah, that's foods and drink. This is food.
This is ingredients over here. Okay, I get it.
Well, I mean, not how I'd put it, but yes.
I'm gonna add some curtains. We're gonna get some plants. It's gonna be nice in here.
Yeah.
Not certain how I should feel about this.
Be happy for them.
Bang cutlery on table.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what do we got for quests here?
Got your face.
Whoa.
We got a tier 4 clear and a tier 4 infestation.
Okay.
So I say we go for the closest one that's like roughly 320 or so. It's an infestation.
All right. Wow, I'm getting these
I-
black flashes again. That's great.
I accept your proposal.
Okay. So everybody's got their bikes, right?
got mine.
No. Oh no, wait, I've got.
You got
nibbies.
dipties, yeah.
Yeah.
This is like the entirely wrong type of music to be hearing whenever playing this, so I gotta fix it real fast.
Yeah, I was like, what is this?
Oh, I've got the right
This-
music for you to be listening to, Will.
This is vintage story music, so.
Oh. Oh,
We
yeah.
like to party. We like to party.
We like to party.
Oh god, the Vangabus.
Yeah,
You know that
imagine
I-
what we were talking about when we
Yeah.
were waiting for you to come in.
Fine, we'll do the V Rising soundtrack. That works better.
Hey.
I feel like that soundtrack's too empowering.
I don't know. It's closer to being like the appropriate sound, in my opinion.
That's true. That's true. No, I just feel like, you know, this game, it really makes you want to just like, is there music that makes you utterly despair in every way?
Man, I am getting some bizarre stutter.
Yeah, same.
Good news. The devs updated their game. It works now.
So don't like, and the server had an update too. So like, don't be surprised if there's some weirdnesses going on.
I'm so happy for this. Remember, everybody, pick your motorbikes up.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. You're right.
Oh, you guys
Gotta
went to a
cherish
totally
them.
different location. Whoopsie, I went to the wrong
Oh, I
one.
thought we were at the tier 4.
Well, we have a lot of tier 4s to do, so.
Well, infestation specifically is what you said.
I guess we have 2 infestations.
Infestation means punching.
All right. I guess are we running that way then, or?
No,
No,
I'm
I
headed
just-
your way. I'm headed your way.
I was
Oh.
here to greet Will.
Like,
Hi, Will.
you guys all congregated in the right location. I was the one who went to a different location.
Praise the strike pole.
So you guys are telling us that Catherine has been waiting at Tev's channel for no reason. Unfortunately, yes.
Sorry, don't know what to tell you.
I don't
All right,
think there was
we all-
any one way or the other about
And
Tev's channel.
All right,
Like,
here we go.
Oh,
I don't know what to tell you. I don't tend to stream at the same time Strife does. And part of that has to do with we're splitting our
Excuse me.
audiences, and it kind of sucks.
Yeah, it's not necessarily fun when that happens. Wow, the stutter is so bad.
Okay, it's
God, I
not
am
just
so
me
sorry.
then.
Like, I don't want anybody to feel bad about this. It's just like, how the fuck do you introduce an update that just does this?
Well, also
God.
it's just like if I didn't do the server update too, then nobody would be able to connect. So
Oh no, not anybody's blaming you. It's just them.
yeah, I feel responsible for it.
No,
No,
no.
I mean, not at all.
But it's
I
my
suppose-
server, so
If anything, I feel like I should just die already, you piece of rotten meat. Jeez.
I'm definitely getting a lot more of these black flashes.
Yeah, they're all like, I don't understand why it's so bad. Holy crap. They're full qualified developers, don't you know? And this is a completely finished game.
Oh, you wanna talk about what they're? Oh, sorry, Dave.
Oh, go ahead, Tev. Sorry.
I was gonna say, do you want to talk about what the devs are angry about now?
Oh god, man. Like, it was gonna come up, wasn't it? Like, there was no way that we weren't gonna end up discussing the stupidity of the devs.
Lang. On the floor when you get a chance, Lang. Well, I hope it didn't light on fire.
What the hell's it?
Drink up, Lang. Yum, yum, yum.
Stay down, fool.
Wow, his face went like super scary.
super scaring.
Shut up.
Garen.
Get out of here. Check these toilets for some water.
Chat's hanging in suspense.
So the Fun Pimps have made it clear that they really hate nerd polls. So they're gonna make it so you can't make nerd polls if you're not inside of a land claim block anymore.
It's so frustrating because,
That's so fucking stupid.
like, that's what we would do if we had, if this was real life and we had the capability. We would absolutely get ourselves away from the zombies.
Ladders are cheating.
Apparently.
Well, that's
Aw.
the funny part. People are like, "Oh, great! You know what they're gonna go after next? They're gonna take ladders away from us."
Probably. We've got a few
I don't know how
zombies over this
exactly.
way. Oh, they broke through the center blocks. Great.
Yeah. That's not ominous.
Wouldn't that be Elven Ring? What do you mean Elven Ring? I want to play this game, Elven Ring.
Ha 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 ha! Dance to the forest! Ha ha ha! Elven Ring! This is dwarf territory here. Don't you bring your leaf-licking elven ways. Out here we eat rock and stone.
Rock and stone.
Rock and stone to the bone.
The racism that I am hearing towards my people is just appalling.
Dwarves?
That is indeed.
No, elves!
Ah, shut up, you lousy leaf lover.
Why don't you go and grow a plant?
You sound like the dwarves, Dave.
Yes.
It's interesting you say that.
Oh, did you voice one of the dwarves?
That would be such a fun back pocket power play. Actually, I was the voice. That would be amazing. But no. I have no idea where. Oh, maybe here?
Oh,
They
you
voiced
have an accent
Carl?
redeem
Oh,
now.
God. Yeah, I do have an accent redeem for British, but I'm waiting until I finish my ice cream.
If Dave voiced Carl, that would be amazing.
So I will get to that accident redeem. I promise I will. Just you have to give me a moment.
Here's goggles.
I got this.
Woo!
I was naked in here, goggles.
Good. No,
Oh God!
where the hell is it?
Sir, how
I
the
don't
hell
know.
did you
This
get
is
up?
a confusing place.
Yeah, do we have a bleep
Okay.
on the radar?
You I believe you guys have missed the Oh, you're coming in through the door. Hello.
Oh, hello.
It was a ventilation shaft you had to go through.
Oh.
Oh.
Like I've gotten through the ventilation shaft. Oh, it's the middle of the night now.
Our power grows.
I think that's not the way that I think the zombies' power grows at night. I'm just postulating
That's
here.
dying light, you big goob.
Our power grows. Oh, is there something down here? This doesn't look unsafe.
I'm sure it's fine.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
That's not a good sound.
Oh god, the frame rates.
Oh god.
Over here, like.
Okay. Area
It's all good.
cleared. Yeah.
Whose was this?
It was mine.
Okay, well, here's your boxes. Your boxing.
We might have some troublemakers trying to get inside.
Oh.
Will, look! You've got a trophy!
You did it!
You did it! Congratulations! You participated!
Hey. I'm gonna
I guess
steal
I
it.
really am a millennial.
Participation trophy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Your parents needed a participation trophy. You really are a millennial. Well, meanwhile, all the Gen X people are like, it would have been nice if my parents cared enough. What do you think, Goggles? Do you think I'm gonna get anything good from this? It's shockingly durable.
Possibly just from polymers.
I got 1 wood.
Oh, that was it.
It had 500 health. That's the strongest 1 wood in
It's
existence.
ridiculous.
Can I craft those and make a wall out of them?
I mean, it would be nice, but I wouldn't hold my breath for it.
I'm going back to trade. Oh wait, no, we can't go back to trader. It's night.
Yeah, they're closed.
There's more stuff here than I can carry.
All right, we can help.
Dave, I have to admit, that was pretty slick.
Yeah. That's because I'm, you know, just naturally very, very slippery.
I'm uncertain how to
Is it
feel
being
about this
used?
statement.
Yeah, the various oils of my body naturally create a sort of viscosity.
Are you like a slug or a snail?
Yes.
Do you have a little house you retreat into?
Slippery when wet is what you're saying.
I mean, there's a certain amount of dry viscosity as well, right? Like kind
I-
of powders and dusts, and
I think
scales.
Lion,
Hi, chat. How you
get the
feeling?
Lion, get those scav gloves into the armor chest back at base. That's all we really need, because that's a nifty thing.
Attire. I thought I had our base marked on my map, and I have no marks on my map. I don't like that at all.
That's not good.
Heck.
All
The box.
Of my
Right.
marks.
Sorry, the box.
of my marks are gone.
Right. Thank you.
I think it's not telling me what this waypoint is.
Oh, line,
Oh, I
here.
see. That is.
Shit, man, did we really lose our base?
No, I think it's in the bottom left.
I've got it marked.
You
I'm
have it marked.
thankful.
Oh, thank God.
I'm just staring at the map. I'm like, I don't have anything marked. What am I
Well,
doing?
here,
It's gone, right?
All right, let's all go back and mark it.
No, please, miss.
Maybe.
I'm following the goggles, because goggles actually knows where it's at.
We believe in you, Goggles.
I hope
Goggleism.
not mispleased.
Strife, if you grew a beard, you look like my Uncle Kyle. Man, I was looking at like some art.
Whoa.
What?
That's a dire wolf. Okay. That went down faster than anticipated.
Right, everything else I don't want.
That's what she said.
Yeah, I'll grab it.
No joke doesn't even work here. I have more beer for you, Line.
Oh, I have beer. Yeah.
Line, there's beer in the dire wolf.
Oh, I grabbed it. Here. There's a beer.
There we go. Okay, we're back. Okay, map, come here. Right click, save waypoint, home icon. Frozen cabin. There we go. I was looking at some like art from a musical artist, and they changed their look to a certain degree, and I was like, man, I might be able to pull off a look like that if I grew a goatee.
I mean, there was that one time you did No Shave November.
Still think that I come out way too scraggly to really do that properly, but
It takes a lot of time to grow and maintain a beard, actually.
yeah, I realize that, you know?
Like, it is a fair amount of work. It's very easy to let it get scraggly. It's challenging to keep it kempt.
That's another thing that I've realized about it.
Because, I mean, it's kind of like having a bunch of pubes in your face. They're just uncooperative.
Yeah, yeah, that is the utter truth of it. It's like, wow, this is the, like, I got hair in a completely different place that's like way less cool than this. But the hair is very similar.
Hmm.
Sue will always be like, "Oh, I hate your beard hairs," and then I'll be like, "I guess I'll shave then." And she's like, "Well, don't do that unless you really want to." Which
Let's
that
not
is
be so
definitely-
drastic.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm just saying I hate your beard. I'm not telling you to shave or anything.
In
I'm
fact,
saying I hate
may
your
get in
beard.
your way. Yeah. I'm not telling you not to shave, and I may get in your way if you shave. I might find something else for you to do.
It's just like, okay, have you made your mind up yet or not? Like, what's going on here?
You know, life's full of difficulty.
Life is full of difficulty.
Sure is.
I hate sidewalks
Why do you hate sidewalks?
because they have lots of hit points.
No,
Why
it's
do you-
like
why are you destroying
against
the
an urban
sidewalk?
environment?
They have 5,000 hit points. That's too much. How am I supposed to
lot.
break them?
Why the hell would I do
Probably with a pickaxe?
Yeah, I mean, I'm working on it. I've even got my
Dave?
coffee.
Dave is lowering the property values,
Well, good.
apparently.
Dave, why are you Big Bad Night? Why did you put a dripping donut in the
Oh,
chat?
That's a...
Where
Where do I put
That
the
sure is a
gloves?
donut.
Do we not have an
Is
armor
there not
chest?
an armor? There's ammo. Yeah, I'm not seeing armor. Maybe put it here in the mods chest.
Yeah, I'll rename the mods chest.
Oh.
are we doing more quests?
Oh, sorry.
Or,
I was playing Lego with our bikes.
Oh. Can you make a little Lego motorcycle out of motorcycles?
This is what I'm hoping. Aw, dang it, it won't let me put it up here. Up. I was trying to get it on top, and earlier... Oh! Oh, there's like a narrow... Okay, green.
I don't even know what's happening. I'm just hearing a very excited Dave.
I was trying to stack our motorcycles.
Tier 4 infestation. Yeah, let's do another infestation quest.
Okay.
in that case, let me stop cooking.
Tier 3 or tier 4?
4. We're doing all the 4s. I don't know why we have any tier 3s right now, but
Might be me. And my loser status.
Yeah, it's somebody's.
Let me see.
My stinky loser, various oils and cheeses of my body kind of thing. Increasing my
Cheeses?
viscosity. Yes.
I see.
I feel very uncomfortable knowing that you have cheese viscosity
Cheese
as
viscosity.
part of your person.
Where do you think American cheese comes from, Will?
Oh god. Ugh.
Well, I mean, I guess what Will is trying to say is that you are becoming more attractive to him
No!
because
That
he
is the
really
no!
enjoys cheese, like super enjoys it.
Fuck
Come
the
on
hell
over.
off with that noise.
That's
No!
enough appetite for one day.
Why do you think they call it Whiz in Philadelphia?
I thought that was just a wacky POC version of The Wizard of Oz.
You guys are gross.
Going to play Jenga with the bikes, Dave? Oh,
I was trying to.
Jenga tower of bikes.
I'm hot and inebriated. Vesper did give me that third cider.
Whoa!
So
Like,
there.
I would like to grab a drink, but I've also got dairy in my stomach now, so I'm just like, I don't know, that's a good idea.
Probably not.
Get
All right,
the
before
alchemy
we
going there.
before we start here, let me check some of these like newsstands over here. Ooh, hey, it's a Pistol Pete and a Bow Hunters.
Hey, I could use those.
Okay, Tev, here's the Bow Hunters, and here's the Pistol Pete, and here's a Tech
Yeah.
Junkie, because I don't need that no more either, so.
Oh, okay.
Lion, come here.
Oh, I have these. Who needs a Pistol Pete Volume 3 and a Tech Junkie?
I'll
Volume
take
6?
the Pistol Pete.
Oh,
I'll take
whoops.
the Tech
You
Junkie,
get both
please.
of them.
Oops, okay. Dave,
Okay, give the
here's
Tech Junkie to Dave.
Tech Junkie. What is this? Targets hit, you are more accurate when rapid firing 9mm. Right, place that down. Dump my gasoline into it. Take it back up. Okay, I'm ready to roll whenever, you guys are.
Oh, this is me. Okay.
Okie dokie.
Oh look, they're back. I love the idea of not liking nerd polls because of the immersion breaking properties of them. I think
Yeah.
that's just the funny. I was just checking
Of all the things.
that is so freaking funny.
It is very funny.
Can you imagine them being like, well, you know, the immersion breaking properties of toilet guns.
I mean, I forget what it was, but they said that the reason that they did something else in the game was because they wanted,
Lion.
the reason that, they did something else in the game was because, they didn't want people to get bored and stop thinking. And it was like, you just created inconvenience. What the hell do you mean? I think that was the reason they introduced the dew collectors. Like, they didn't want you to get bored and stop thinking.
That's
So they
not...
That's
automated it.
Well,
that's so weird.
previously, dew collectors weren't in the game. You could just make jars in the game, walk over to like a river, and fill up all your jars.
Yeah. So, you know, hey, Goggles.
Mm.
What do you think is going on here? This seems to me to be a little...
Odd placement. They're really doing something with the environmental storytelling here, huh?
Yeah.
Hmm.
That was a dirty, dirty person who lived here.
No, sir, I don't like it.
What,
Man, I wish
what
I could see what
happened?
you're seeing.
Where have you two ended up?
Nothing.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, don't worry. It's not...
All right, well, Tev, I think it's just you and me who's figured out like the proper route through the place. So.
Alright.
Well, excuse me, princess.
Oh, there's the
I'm on my
screamer.
way.
I just saw food and I was like, oh, we could use that.
I mean, as the cook, I'm not terribly surprised that that was your takeaway. It was just like, yeah, let's go ahead and oh, food. If you don't have anxiety, are you ever truly living? Well, I mean, I
Yes.
think the question is, if you don't have anxiety, are you really playing their zombie game the way that they're meant for you to play it?
Good question.
You know, like obviously, if you're not like hyperventilating the whole time that you're playing this game because you don't know how to you know, just control your fear of just how awesome their game design is, then obviously you're not playing it right.
Dave.
What has been said?
Alright, where is everybody?
I don't know where else we could go from here. I'm not smart enough.
I found Tev, so I must be in the right way.
So I think Strife is over this way?
Hi, Lang.
It's over there somewhere. Okay.
Oh no.
You seem to know where you're going. I'm following you.
Alright. We want to break this open because it has meds in it. Oops. Do I have anything better I can use? No, I do not. Okay.
I've gone through the back wall.
Okay. Alright.
Is that you or me? Oh, you got it.
Oh, I'm grabbing it. Oh, there's just some... there's just one sewing kit in there.
In here? No, not really.
Ooh.
Here.
How do we get to you, Will? Short of tunnel. Oh, I think we go this way. Ah, okay.
Woo.
Hi, Will.
Hello. Hello.
Wait, oh, did you go up? Okay.
Ooh, retro
Ooh, you got a
refrigerator.
sweet fruit
It had
here.
some fresh rotten meat inside.
Oh, so chilled.
Fresh, rotten.
Yeah, fresh rotten meat.
Out of all you guys, which is the worst player and which is the best player?
I'm worst.
Oh, I will take
call it.
title for worst.
I call it. I'm worst.
Alright, you two fight for it!
No, I'm
Just
bad at this
tripping.
game.
Just tripping and stumbling and puking on each
Okay,
other.
we're gonna have to like build a pit, and we're gonna have to throw you guys in it.
So, and whoever
Whoever
dies
loses
first wins. Yeah.
Exactly.
Right, I see a dot. Okay.
Where do I go from here?
Oh, this is
What are
the
you
worst
so
time to be
confused
craving
about?
bad food.
Because I told you I'm bad at this game.
Hold on, wait. There was just dots, and now they disappeared.
I don't know where we're supposed to be going. I'm confused.
I'll be honest. The path through this place is kind of destroyed because like you guys have been
it used
destroying
to
the
be
walls.
good. It used to be like intuitive, and now it's not.
And I'm not gonna lie. Like the stutter that they introduced to this thing really
Yeah,
puts a
not
dampener
great.
on the entire experience.
Yeah, we're just gonna cut through.
Oh, yeah.
Shitting
hello,
and
friend.
farting in the corner.
No, that's
Stop it.
like way too many zombies.
Stop it.
Where did you go, Tev?
I'm
The cat is
in with
broken.
everyone else, Strife, right below you.
Nope.
Will, we got to the last room by cutting a row through a door.
Hey,
Oh.
look! Let's open up these boxes.
I mean, it is a goggles moment, so why not? You know, let the
What the hell
goggles
does that
open the
mean?
boxes.
Oh, okay.
Oh, those
God,
get
you
sent
said
to
that in such a cadence. I thought you were gonna say "let the goggles hit the floor," and I'm just.
Let the goggles hit the floor. Let the goggles hit the floor. Let the goggles hit the floor.
Oh, I am full up already. Jesus Christ.
Gassed up and good to go.
Alright, I need somebody to take some of the stuff.
Stuf.
Stupid.
Stufen?
Stufen? Yeah?
Stufen Mopufen.
There's some decent stuff in here.
So I found out that
Shotgun parts.
that Rift Tracks has uploaded tons of full videos of stuff I never got to see.
We still haven't finished clearing the area. Ah! Who's hitting me? Who's hitting me?
Hatting?
Okay. I killed the last zombie. We're done.
Thank you.
Oh.
We did it.
Great, I want to get out of this terrible, terrible maze. How do I even leave now?
We are going to eat it
Oh
so
my god,
hard
Tev,
when
I
we
hate
finally
you. I hate
walk
you
into
even as I respect you.
Love you too, Dave.
Oh
What
my
the hell
God.
did you just do?
I jumped.
Freaking Tev and Tev privilege.
That's right. You got that that parkour skill.
Just like I'm lost, and Tev's like over here, and then proceeds to do like a Mario jump, just straight vertical. Suddenly shoots forward out of nowhere, and then lands, and it's like a 30-foot leap. It was astounding. And then it was like,
funny.
look back at me. You look back at me, and you're like, what? I'm like, well, I can't do that.
Like,
And
yeah,
you're
just
like,
go this way.
"You just go this way, Dave. And I'm like, I forgot my flying saucer.
I need to go back to base, drop up the stiff.
Stoof? Stufen?
Yes, Stuf
Stufenwiden.
Stufendorfen.
Where the hell's base?
Drinnen Klasse Plastikatze Flutenpacker?
I what?
That was impressive. I don't know what it was, but it was impressive.
I mean, I've explained this before, but
Yes, and it's starting to come back to me.
it's a compound noun. It's like one word. Drinnen Klasse
Yes.
Plastikatze Flutenpacker. Which means indoor, outdoor plastic cat food bowl.
Yes.
Okay.
I learned that in high school and it has never left my brain.
Yeah, because it's freaking funny.
Yeah, it is.
Evelingo.
Tevelingo.
Tevelingo, oh god. Don't give her any more power than she already has. It's dangerous.
I don't have any power, Strife. You're just being silly.
You passed a plug and another pile in that bathroom.
What kind of plug?
What kind of pile? I can't be looting absolutely everything. This place is too freaking big. I still haven't found the freaking loot area. You guys like completely left me behind.
Mm-hmm.
Do we need a lot more glue?
Oh, there's always a need for glue.
Alright, I'm getting glue from this then. Do we want to do a restore power?
I mean, I don't see a reason not to, in all honesty.
Just so we can be extremely more annoyed at the devs?
When you put it like
I already
that.
took it.
Hey, Tev, you do bow stuff, right?
Yeah, I do both stuff.
Do you need a bow hunter 1?
Let me have a look real quick.
It's a picture of a moose or a deer on the front, and it's begging you, "Don't kill me." And you're like, "But your insides are so tasty."
Which one was that? It was
Number 1.
That's the crafting magazine, Bow Hunters.
the crafting maze. Okay. Ranger's Guide to Archery. Oh, I have all those.
The trainer.
Okay.
So if you
Or-
want, you could take
Here
it for
you go.
yourself.
No, I do not. It's on the floor here.
Okay.
It was a reward, but I
It's
don't want to.
okay.
I don't want to like have my brain clogged up with other ideas.
Totally understandable, honestly.
Yeah. If you put too many ideas in your head, it'll stop working.
It clogs up the gears.
Yeah.
It's like sand. It's like sand inside of an engine block.
Don't want
It's
ideas in
terrible.
my head. I want head in my ideas.
Oh god. Nope. I can't go back to the trader yet.
Linda learned German in high school. That's where I started learning German, because I had a teacher who was kind of an army brat and was stationed in Germany and learned the easy way, meaning as a kid.
I learned
then-
the easy way. I just lived in Germany.
Yeah. And then in college I took several semesters of German and then was studying on my own for a few years after that.
I don't think you've ever really stopped learning German.
No, because I love learning it, but the Duolingo stuff is leaning real hard into the AI and laid off a lot of their
Staff.
employees and stuff. Yeah,
Yeah,
so it's you're not really learning the language, you're learning a very small handful of phrases.
Yes.
So I got frustrated with it.
See, the way that I learn languages is I just, like, specifically only learn Japanese and I watch lots of anime. That's all I do. Which, as we all know, is much better than, like, actually taking a class on anything.
It means you're
And a lot more entertaining.
What are you
enough
watching
to get
right
by
now?
while
Will?
traveling.
What are you
Nothing.
watching right
Nothing
now?
at all. Like, that's what I did way back in the day, basically.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Um,
for
You don't
raw
watch TV,
immersion,
you liar. Go ahead.
I mean, I guess it is enough to get by. It's just I'm not like my conversing strengths are like non-existent. I can construct the sentences in my head, but I can't really speak with people. So
All right, everybody, start complimenting Tev. She's being self-deprecating again. We have to balance that out.
no, I'm being realistic
you-
about my abilities.
You literally invented the German language.
I mean,
Why,
Tev.
thank you, Dave.
Oh, shit, it's backfired. God. Of course it would.
Love you too, Strife.
What's wrong, Will?
I don't want Tev being too confident. It might
Why not?
lead to... Your head will fall off your shoulders, and you always say that if it wasn't stuck on your shoulders, you wouldn't, like, be able to keep it or something.
Oh, no. Okay, that's a quote from my dad. The quote is, I'd lose my head if it wasn't screwed on tight.
Exactly. So your head obviously would fall off of your neck if you get too many compliments, because it'll get too heavy to like
I
actually remain
see.
attached. You have a quick attach head. You don't have, it's not screwed on. That's one of your big problems. So I have to address this, okay? Specifically
okay.
by making certain to not let your ego get overinflated.
Listen,
Okay, thank you for looking out for me, Strife. I'm so glad I have you in my life for that.
Exactly. I mean, I'm mindful of the people around me, you know.
You sure are.
Emotional deflation goblin. Just show them, hey, don't feel too good. You know that'll just lead to disappointment. Like, thanks, emotional deflation goblin. I was starting to have confidence. Yeah, don't do that. It never goes well.
God.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Willaboo. Yeah. Weeaboo, Willaboo. I'm
6
learning
out of
Thai by
6.
getting yelled at by my relatives. Oh my god, Thai? That's kind of cool. I'm
That
sad
is
you're getting
interesting.
yelled at, but
Cut my bottles into pieces. This is my last container. Dehydration, no drinking.
Did you still need handgun parts?
no, I was able to make the gun I needed.
Okay.
Though I guess I could always use more to make the higher tier of the gun.
You are gonna need that eventually.
Yeah, I am. You learned it because you're 45% German. Like, I don't think of, like, that stuff in percentages. I'm, like, from what I could tell, part of my family comes from Austria. So, I've always been kind of interested in it.
Oh, I didn't pick up a quest. What am I doing?
Okay, so that's. Wow, I got terrible books out of that box.
Terrible Walmart romance, books.
You're right, Luna. You've got on one shoulder the emotional support goblin. Hey, yeah, you're the best. And on the right, you've got the emotional depletion goblin. You suck.
Strife, you're getting your mythology mixed up again. Cortex is the
Doulahan.
The Dullahan, yeah.
Your fiance Tev is a vampire. You may also be thinking of the. I don't know how to say that.
I want you to try at least.
Pen and Galleon?
Evangelion?
Pen and Galleon, God. Which is a Malay ghost who is a flying head attached viscera that disguises itself as a woman. Oh, flying head and attached viscera. Okay, well then.
Oh,
I mean,
gross. Like a spine and some veins and stuff.
yes. Alright, gotta go say hello to the trader again.
Walmart and Trader Joe fan fiction. God.
Oh my god.
Rule
Trader
34 for Trader
Joe-san,
Joe.
please don't.
Oh my god. What?
But Walmart-sama, your prices are already so low.
Well, that's enough everything for one day.
I was like, yo, I'm
Walmart
out.
Pants felt as low as their prices. Are we talking about cool Thai ghosts? Everything I know about Thai horror, I learned from like, oh god, stepping on the fire is unadvisable. I learned from watching really funny and fun, scary movies about ladies with really long arms. That was like always the thing. It was like she like reached down and grabbed a fruit off the ground, but the houses are all on stilts. And then everybody stops and they're like, wait, what the heck just happened? And that's the only way you know that the woman's a ghost. Hey, Tev, I dropped some fruit over there. Do you want to...
Oh, yeah. Sure.
Ah! From across the room!
Hi.
I knew you.
Wait, who's making all these waters?
Where?
Oh.
Dave, you're standing on the fire. Oh, there they
Oh,
go.
god, it hurts!
Alright, where was the stuff?
Mm. I took all... There were a bunch of waters queued, Goggle. I put them over here in this really labeled box.
That way,
If you want to queue them up as one go. Fast.
Yeah, where are they?
Up here. This box up top.
Ah, I see.
Clearly labeled, right?
Okay, I will be right back. I'm gonna refill my beverage.
Hey, Tev,
Yes?
could you do me a favor? Take my leftover ice cream thing downstairs and grab me
Yeah.
just a bottle.
Okay, just out of the mini fridge?
Yeah, just a brew. Just a simple brew. That's all I'm doing tonight.
Okay, on my way.
Thank
You gonna
you.
tap the Rockies, Will?
No, because I don't drink Coors. That stuff is disgusting. I just want you to know.
No, I agree. I'm because I
When I went to Colorado once for vacation, one of the most disgusting smells I think I've ever smelt was the brewery for Coors beer. It was just like, what the hell is that stench? And my friend was like, that's the smell of industry in the Rockies.
You're welcome, you big.
Is it like a faux pas if you're there to like tap the Rockies? It's like everybody getting mad at you if you do it. I wonder.
I don't know. Like, for one, like I don't key into whenever people are pissed off at you because like you said something that, and then they have to get in my face before I'm like, oh, I shouldn't have said that. If they're just like, oh, I don't like that guy anymore because he said his thing and I'm gonna treat him differently, like that goes straight over my head. So I'm certain I had comments about it. And I'm certain people felt the way about it, but I sure as hell wasn't paying attention. So I don't know.
Fair. See, it's always weird. Like the local beer culture is either like you must not order local beer or you must.
Yes, that is a thing. Oh my word. Alright, I've been told that I need to do an accent, and I kind of forgot to. So now, you're getting your accent.
So we doing like, this is like a professional like YouTuber. You're giving me these vibes of like a YouTuber who does videos, at least 6 videos every 4 weeks on secret learning techniques you didn't know you needed to get through college.
Secret learning. Well, I don't know. I'm just doing the voice. Greetings, Amlab. How are you doing? Also, thank you, Luna, for not for reminding me, because I did forget again. Sorry about that. That actually was a little bit awkward. It came out a little bit Canadian the way I said that there.
Okay, well, I'm trying to figure out. I didn't see the chat message, so I'm going to try and determine your accent. I have 2 phrases for you to say.
Go on.
First phrase, say, "I voted Labour. It's kind of iffy."
I voted Labour. It's kind of iffy.
All right. Now, could you say ear candling is actually a modern miracle?
I don't even... What are you asking me to say? This doesn't make
Ear
any
candling.
sense.
I'm trying to figure out whether this is an Australian or a British accent.
Ear candling is a modern miracle?
Yeah, that's very Australian.
Is it?
Yes.
I didn't...
Have you not heard about this?
I've never heard... I
Well,
know
I'm a
gonna-
connoisseur of the world's woo. And ear candling is a thing where they literally like wick your ears and
so
light them on
gross.
fire. Yeah. And they say that
That-
can like cure all sorts of stuff.
That sounds downright disgusting.
I would not recommend Googling it then because it looks worse than it sounds.
I mean, I've seen some pretty disgusting things, especially whenever I go over on Reddit, and the algorithm, for whatever reason, decides to tell me that I need to look at the material on the popping subreddit.
Yeah, well, for
Which is
whatever reason.
It's disgusting. Like I would highly advise anyone to never look at it.
Yeah.
Which I know may come off as a little bit not... It comes off as like I'm trying to reverse psychology for it. But that's
it does.
seriously not the case. It's absolutely disgusting. And for some reason, when it's put in front of my face, I don't know how to stop watching, despite the fact that I'm like, I think I'm going to puke after watching this. So,
Is it like one of those weirdest boners right now moments?
in the worst possible way.
No, it's fine.
Lying, there's a machine gunner book for you in the it's volume 5. I don't know if you need that. Tev, you've got knife magazines in here, and goggles. You've got big hitters like the baseball bat magazine.
Alright, let
There's
me
a
get
lot
my
of
stuff
stuff
out
in
of there
there.
real quick. Alright, I got my stuff. Also, I came back and now I have questions.
Do you want answers to those questions?
I am morbidly curious.
Morbidly curious.
It isn't
All right.
quite that. But
Whatever the thing you described there was, Dave, I think Tev's asking for an explanation.
we were just talking about like for quote unquote some reason, Reddit keeps making you watch plopping. But besides that, yeah, which I mean, honestly.
No, it was what led into that. It was something about candle wicks.
Oh yeah. Ear candling. I got Will to talk about ear candling and flipped it.
Do you know what that is, Ted?
Wow, I think I do, yeah. Oh my
I mean,
god.
I don't know
honestly,
how did I not learn about this?
Like, I learned about that because, like, I was really interested in weird conspiracy type stuff, and I learned about really bad medical things.
Yeah, unfortunately, stuff like that is all over Witch Talk. Just absolute bullshit and misinformation and terrible things to do. So that's how I found out about it.
Don't burn candles in your ear. Please don't.
Please.
Be careful.
Unless you're actually a birthday cake, in which case, go for it. You've made a child happy, or an adult.
Wow. But also,
Speaking of-
like, you all were talking about this Wild Bill had an accent going. What accent was that?
Well, that's a good question. Why don't you tell me what accent I'm doing?
Kind of sound like you're doing a very understated Australian.
A really understate. Beatles look-alike. The one single English person in this chat is telling me that I'm a Beatles knockoff.
A wannabe.
Not a wannabe.
Definitely Will has patterned his whole life off of looking and sounding like a member of the Beatles. Chat's full of bangers tonight.
I am really working hard on the whole hair situation. Haven't figured it out yet. But I'm getting there.
Was this an accent reading?
Yes.
Okay.
He almost sounded guilty. Yes.
Yes.
The thing is, sometimes he just does these without provocation.
Oh.
Alright. Forged iron.
I too sometimes like sleeping on the couch.
I was gonna say, speaking of birthdays, Squid's birthday is on the 10th. It's coming up real soon.
Oh, look at
Just a
that.
few days.
A little Gordon Ramsay. I don't know. It's fucking raw. A little Gordon Ramsay, you know, because he has a high-pitched voice. No? Nobody? Just me? Okay.
No.
Wait a minute, why are we breaking tits? What?
Ow.
Can we leave the tits alone, please?
Please don't break the tits. We love the tits. All right.
Like staring at the- what?
Which mission are we gonna do next?
Whichever one we go to.
Let's do this T4 clear. It's the closest one, I think.
Yeah, some people,
404.7 meters.
Yeah,
Some
about
people
400
grab-
meters.
this grilled
So-
meat, there's like 50 of them in here.
Okay.
I'm
grabbed
trying.
some.
I'm eating as many of them as I can, but I can only eat so much. Goggles, my digestive tract is really hungry with me. Do we have any vegetables?
Really hungry with you?
Waiting for Lion to do some plants.
It'll take a hot minute before that comes to fruition.
Oh, that was a tree. Don't be like me, everyone.
Are you getting? Are you getting poppin'?
What?
Poppin'. It's not that hard. Are you getting poppin'?
Like poppin' fresh cooking kits.
I swear.
Oh, those are terrible.
My daughter.
Pop
loves
in the
them.
booty? What?
The
touch
lot
it.
of you are terrible. Oh, we're at Butcher Pete's. Oh shit. Lying. I want you to know there's a lot of dead bodies here. You need to be carving them all up if you want to make some more of the plots. I am not a dead body. You stop that.
All right, I'm ready
Are
to
you
start.
absolutely certain? Okay, I'm ready.
Okay.
Everyone, do my quest. I'm gonna stand here and wait.
You're gonna do a Strife impress.
Feeling very smart and important there, I see.
Well, yeah, just like you.
Honestly, Will,
Aw.
you're getting better at this as you go. I mean, I still wouldn't put it at great, but you're better.
It takes a while to settle into it. That and I'm not listening to people who are supposed to be speaking this way very often.
You would think I'd be better at it, given the fact that I work. Like, the majority of the people I work with have one of these accents.
Mm,
Wait, is that because you're remoting with them all the time, or because?
Yes.
Okay, I was about to say, don't tell
And
me
my
there's
boss-
a strange concentration.
No, but my boss's boss, and my boss's boss's boss, and my boss's 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 reports. Most of them are either German or British.
Oh wow.
I just found corn seeds in the toilet. I don't know how I feel about this.
It's fine.
Is it?
I mean, it's... I heard Crive in the background there.
Just polish them off, you know. Give them a little spit shine, and they'll go right in the ground. They're pre-fertilized.
Yeah. In fact, you don't even need to spit shine them.
Gross.
Yeah, like Dave said, they're pre-fertilized.
Goggles, please.
Hello.
Thank you.
Oh. It sure is a way down. Wow.
Oh god, that scared me.
Wait, what? Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, there's like an entire ass way down.
An assway.
An ass way, yes. Because you look up and there's an ass just straight in your face.
Well, that's what happens whenever I follow you down the ladder.
Oh,
And that's all for the accent for tonight.
When you follow me down the so I'm looking at your ass.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you spoke or what.
You said an assway. What else is it supposed to mean?
The corn seeds in the toilet is called recycling.
Ugh. You're not wrong, but
God.
How do I get to you? Remember, I'm bad at this game.
There's like a way up to the attic, and then from the attic there's a huge red ladder on the way down.
Oh, weird. I was up there. I didn't even see it.
My God,
Oh.
lying.
It's
Why
like
is there so
off
much
in a
viscera
corner.
still left behind in this building? Someone's neglecting their job. I have
Body
been punching.
bags.
Oh, for God's sake.
Looking for corn.
Where's this red ladder that's supposed to be in the attic? Oh, over here.
It's in. Like I said, it's in the corner.
Sorry.
I missed it too. Because I'm bad at this game. Worse than goggles, anyways.
I don't think so.
I'm gonna be over here passing gas.
Ooh, I found a cast.
That's a nice one.
Yes, Will, I do have some constructive, kind criticism towards your New York accent.
Oh no! I forgot about this.
Nothing bad. So I want you to say water.
Water.
Okay, see that's your problem. You're almost putting the wrong emphasis on the wrong syllable. So if I'm like, okay, this is me saying it without like the accentuated accent, right? Water. You don't say the T or anything like that, right?
Yeah.
But if I'm saying it like really exaggerated accent, I'm gonna go get a glass of water. Like, you see that slight difference in the A and like the throaty sound of the A, water?
I think. I can't say I do, but I think.
It's
Maybe?
subtle, but there is a difference.
How many times have Goggles and Dave died during the server?
Me a bunch for sure.
Okay, Goggles has died 15, and Dave has died 11.
Ha!
How
I
did
told
you
you I
know
was
this?
the worst.
I'm gonna run to my death. I
You
must
go
go.
to you go to the player tab and look on the right, and it says player deaths, or it says deaths, right next to ping.
Fuck you, Dave.
I think
Oh,
I've
wow.
missed more sessions, though. I think I've missed more sessions. This is not an apples to apples comparison.
This is a very... Girls. You're both noobs.
You're both pretty.
Rid. Okay,
Thanks,
so
baby.
we can do the Blockbuster Forever video, because it's right across the street.
All right, I'm on my way. Thank you for doing my quest for me.
David's like, thanks for doing my quest for me. I'm really bad at this game.
You know, Squid, you have this game, and you won't play it with me when I ask, so speaking of being a noob,
Oh, do we need
Oh.
to drag Crow into here?
a little bit.
Someone getting fucking called out.
I didn't know Crow had this game.
They do.
It dunked on Crow.
Okay, so we got... Wait a minute. Who are we missing? We got Tev, we got Goggles, we got Dave, we got myself.
Where's
Is
Lang?
Lang still...
Lying's inside.
Oh.
Lying the beer hunter.
Forever beer.
Whoa, excuse you. Excuse you.
Hey, vending machine works.
On
Yeah,
it!
It's the little things when you're in the apocalypse.
Like, the thing that amuses me and is extremely immersion breaking is that someone comes by to refill all of them.
Oh, but they're not
That's
going
a
to...
good point.
But here's the deal, Tev. That's not really immersion breaking. That's not really immersion breaking because, like, it's like reasons, but the nerd polling is immersion breaking, okay?
My immersion.
Or picking up my entire ass motorcycle to put in my pocket.
And let's not forget making like 400 glass jars and then going down to the river and filling them up with water and then boiling that water. That's immersion breaking too. That is so
Exactly
nobody
what
would ever
humans
do
would
that.
do.
Right.
That's exactly what humans would do.
Thank you.
I think the justification, oh, we don't want you to zone out, is funny given that, like, the dad game genre exists and is in fact kind of a breakout Steam genre. Like, it's really confusing. They're like, no, that thing that people like, we don't want to be confused with that. They're like, that would be too good, right? Now we want people to be a little bit stressed and uncomfortable all the time.
We don't want
Well,
people having too much fun with our video game.
Okay, so like you guys know that I will say I will talk to the ends of the earth about like Bethesda and their games and everything. But one thing that I will never forget that I just flat out agree with was this piece of advice that Todd Howard gave ages ago, which was a lot of new developers tend to like want to quote unquote beat the player. And you shouldn't do that. You should let the player win. Like, don't make it easy all the time, but let them win, especially in the beginning. They're gonna like your game more if you do that.
What? What the hell was that?
Someone opened
I
the
found
cells,
room.
I think.
Oh god!
Oh god. Oh boy.
That's a cop.
I got a lot.
Yeah,
However, we kind of got that. That was not too bad.
God, I hate that these...
Wait, am I by myself?
No, I was helping. I saw all of these irradiated ones get up, and I'm like, oh no, I have to save Dave.
Good. I'm getting better.
Are
at
we
the
done?
game.
You
Yeah.
are getting better at the game, Dave, and I'm so happy for that.
Mostly despite it, right?
Yeah. You can't be a noob if you don't play. The only way to win. Oh my god, Crow.
The only way to win is not to play. Bethesda, more like Dead Thesda.
Oh, But like no, like that statement about like just let the player win type of stuff. I am
Yeah.
rapidly lying. There are 4 stacks of steaks back at base. Why didn't you
I
grab a
told
stack
you
of
to-
steaks?
I told everybody to go grab some grilled meat. Why didn't you grab any?
Okay, so
Lying, I
now
have-
that means
Lying, come
that
here.
means you are not allowed to complain, lying. Like
Lying, I have
if
food
you had
for
already
I have food
left.
for you. Lying, look at this. Use your teeth to pick up my meat off the ground. There you go.
Christ.
I am uncomfortable with this statement.
Can you film it so I can watch it later? Cool.
Is lying muted for a reason? Lying has like what is
Fairly
it?
Mouth injury.
Yeah.
Like a cold sore or something, I think. So it's just like, oh yeah, like I don't want to talk whenever I've got one of those.
Yeah, that sucks.
Bad mouth ulcer. Because, yeah, like your teeth rub up against it and it hurts, and you're like, no, fuck this.
Oh.
It's like
I thought-
it's like the texture and then like the sensation. It's like
That's interesting. Sorry, like I was under the impression that you were like keeping a bunch of new seeds in there. and your mouth pouches. So I'm sorry, I misunderstood.
Like a chipmunk.
New seeds.
All right, I can't carry anything else in this main loot room.
It's okay.
So if anybody
can
wants to
help.
grab stuff,
I've already
Oh, there's
left.
tech junkie and wiring and electrical traps.
Tech junkie
magazine.
wiring and electrical traps. I've just done a U-turn. I love to read.
Hi, Strife.
man, it takes forever for my freaking stamina to come back.
Hi, Sparky Bells. How are you?
Who do you
In
think
the box
Spocky
behind me,
Bells-
Dave, has your magazines in it.
Oh, look at this one. Such titillating pictures. Oh,
Precisely.
stupid loony. Yes. Yes.
All right, there's some stuff left over in that other container, but
That's why I call the Fun Pimps adversarial DMs, because that's what they are. God, I've had one of those before and it sucks.
Yeah.
Me too.
like full stop, that's the best way to like fucking describe them.
No unapproved fun. What is the approved fun? You don't know.
Yeah, I mean, and that's like no fucking joke. That's a huge part of who they are. It's like we want you to play this game on our terms, and if you don't, we don't want you to enjoy it, or we don't want you to play it or something like that.
Like, the correct way of doing this is to be like, whoa, cool, how can we make this more fun for the player? Because they're being, very creative with their solutions to the problems we're putting in front of them.
And even if, like, from a game design perspective, like, because a game doesn't necessarily have to be fun, right? But, like, if it's done in a way that's at least engaging, it's like, oh, okay, this is, I can work with this.
Yeah.
This game is neither a lot of the time.
Yeah. Oh my god, it's Parso. Hi, Parso.
How you doing, at Paso? Paso on fire.
Like, the way you're saying that sounds almost like croissant. 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 Yippee!
God.
Yip, 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 yippee! Jumping backwards up the staircase.
I was gonna say,
Oh, yeah.
parts.
That is actually a good one.
I think that's different from the happy German kid.
Yes, it is. It is absolutely different, but
I
Now
didn't
the
know if
same.
you knew or not.
So, you know what I'm not saying, by the way, I'm not complaining here, but you know what I've been frustrated about recently?
what?
My inability to find anybody who wants to play PTRPGs with me. Everybody's too busy
Oh.
being very sexy. 'Cause all my friends are too sexy to play RPGs with me.
Well, I'm too sexy for my shirt. I'm so sexy it hurts.
Fair. I saw Lancer recently, and it blew my mind, and I want to play it so bad.
Wait, Lance, are you talking about Final Fantasy 14?
No. I'm talking about it is a tabletop RPG called Lancer, made by one of my favorite RPG illustrators of all time. And it's like a callback to like the era of Robotech.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Robotech.
And so it's like you're all pilot. Like the gist of it is that you pilot giant robots for RPG stuff.
Okay then.
And
I'm entirely certain what to make
so
of this.
good. It looks so good, but all my friends locally that we used to play D&D with, they're all too sexy or too rich now to play pleb games like that.
Well, as we all know, like, games are really only good if they cost an arm and a leg, you know, whenever you
Yeah.
buy them.
True.
Because, like, if it's sold on the cheap, then, like, what the fuck even is this supposed to be?
True. Too true.
But if your game is free, forget about it. It's just ass. I've actually had somebody say that to me, by the way. Disclaimer.
That's a load of horseshit.
Not a good argument in any capacity.
If your game is free, it's ass. Huh. You want to give me that person's address? God, there's no reason.
No, this was I was talking to somebody during a game jam, and it just came up in conversation, just like some random schmuck. Because they were like, if it's free, like, it obviously must not be good, because if you thought your game was good, then you'd sell it so that other people can enjoy it and you'd make money from it. So their whole thing was like making money from it. It's like, what if I just want to make a game to just put out there and just whatever,
Just to
who
make
cares?
one. Yeah.
Well, obviously, that's not a real way to make a game, Goggles.
You know what? It's true. It's not like I teach game design or anything.
You know what's funny to me about this, right, is that, like, this is so alien to me as someone who has a long time in the software industry, and I have done probably, like, if you were to actually take my hourly rate, I'd easily put like $1 million of free stuff out on the internet. Like, in terms of if you took how many hours I spent over the course of 10 years on open source, and then said, let's build that, it would have been a ton of money. I think it would have been real, right? As total comp. And I was just doing it on the side for fun. And then whenever I run into people who make games, they're like, oh yeah, I would never give anything away. And I'm like, but all your shit is based on open source.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't understand. And they're like, oh well, yeah, that's just them making a mistake. And I'm like, man,
What?
you stand on you stand on the bodies of 1,000 people, man. I'm in the pile. This is why I quit open source. You suck so bad.
God.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see that a lot now. I think maybe there's like a generational difference. It is to be fair, it's way harder these days to make a living. It was easier.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I was, you know, I grew up, I graduated in the 90s, and that was a rich time for Americans.
It was it was the end of the rich time for Americans.
Yeah.
Like,
for me, I have a bunch. Not just real quick. Like, I have games on itch.io, and it's like, you know, like, I make them free, and it's like, hey, if you like it, you know, throw a couple bucks my way. I've made like $40 tops from that, but it, you know, it's not nothing, and I appreciate it. But like, you know, it's just you do it because it's fun. You do it for the fuck of it. You do it because you're learning, and you just, you know, you just go on with your life.
But also, I think there's something really liberating about creating something and then giving it away. In the sense that, like, and this is one of the reasons I had a real hard time with open source, was that increasingly this became a thing you couldn't do. But, like, you give it away and then you don't have a product relationship with it. Doesn't work, too fucking bad. Works for me. I put it out there. If you want to fix it, right? Fix it then, right? You get involved, right? It's a really different vibe from, like, oh, they paid for this, and now Karen's here to talk to the manager, right? Like,
Figure out what you want. Get on down.
Exactly. Will, I'm sorry.
oh,
Oh my goodness.
happened?
ow! That was like a lot of life.
So you look a little
Holy shit!
The physics happened. I went, like, Teb gently nudged my bike with her bike, and I went flying. I bounced off the roof and came back down.
Work. Don't just
That is so weird, because on my screen you like knife jacked
get your
me,
ass out there
and then
get
flew
the job
backwards
done.
from it.
I
Oh
did
my
like
God.
a full forward flip in midair.
It was wild.
Well, you know what? Fun pimps.
Yeah, I mean, 'cause it was doing this way before 1.0. I have a clip on my channel of Will, like, running into me and making my motorcycle stand on one end.
Ooh.
It was weird.
hey, have a good night, Linda and Catherine. It was nice to see you. Sorry that I haven't been paying too close of attention to chat, because, like, we're kind of in podcast mode right now,
Yeah, we are.
Podcast.
and there is
mode.
nothing to apologize for. I say that to everybody else after apologizing to the person who I'm talking to in chat.
See, with a game like Dark Souls, and I mean, lukewarm take ahead, but like, there's definitely room for games like that where it is deliberately challenging, but I don't think the implementation of something like an easy mode is going to water down the game, like so many people argue against, and it's like, I'm sorry, I think that's just a
It
ridiculous
literally
argument.
doesn't stop people from playing the hard mode.
Right.
It doesn't take it
Yes.
away from you.
I think the attitude about the I feel that a lot of the attitude around like, oh, you can't make the game harder, you can't make the game easier because that'll detract from it, is just this whole attitude that there are a lot of people out there who feel that they have something to prove, and I think that that's what the game is kind of tapping into for like a selling point, if you will.
Hard agree.
Because like I know that Sterling, from the Gymquisition or whatever,
Yeah.
has made a very big deal. Susie, is that their name
Stephanie,
at this point?
Stephanie.
Like, say what?
Stephanie.
Stephanie. Stephanie. Okay. So, but like, they were making a really, really big deal a long time ago now that it's like, no, you don't, like, Dark Souls is not a hard game if you just play this one particular way, because you don't have to be good at any of the timing if you play this one particular way.
Are we
Who
doing
also
a
strength build? I didn't realize what time it was.
Yeah, me
Will, this is
neither.
something I actually firmly agree with that. By the way, I don't think that Dark Souls, Elden Ring, any of these games, there's accessibility concerns, but the game itself actually is not very hard as games go. The DLC is legit hard, but every other part of it is actually not very. The game. And especially Bloodborne did this, but Dark Souls and Demon Souls did this too. The narrative is difficulty. And that's the thing that gets people, is this feeling they can't progress. Even though, from a strictly mechanical standpoint, it's one of the easiest, most straightforward types of games. You have infinite lives. You have infinite continues. The actual cost of failure is like not even meta progression. There's just nothing bad about it, right? Why is anyone even upset? And yet, people feel and they brag about playing the game in special ways or with special tactics, and it's like, man, who cares? It wasn't that hard to begin with. But the culture believes that the game is super hard, and that's sort of what breaks down a lot of people coming into it, right?
Yeah.
I think one of the major things that the game does, which really creates this concept that it's hard, because I remember playing Demon Souls whenever it was like, like that never stopped being a sleeper hit, kind of.
Yeah.
Even despite getting like a full-on remake, it's still kind of it's still the lesser known to Demon Souls. It just was way better known, and I remember playing through that and being like, this game is so punishing, and I wasn't necessarily thinking this is difficult. I remember thinking to myself, I have never been more scared in a video game in my life, because I don't want to lose my souls. Oh my God, the punishing experience of just losing everything, like your combined experience and money combined into one that's in your pocket every time you die. That was terrifying. I was like, that is the most scared that I haven't been this scared since I played the original Silent Hill, and that game made me poop my pants. So
I mean, and that's what I'm saying is like that feeling. And I mean, if you actually do the math, they were, even Demon Souls, they were really careful to kind of limit your actual ability to gain and lose. Like it's surprisingly carefully engineered. But
yes,
at the end of the day, oh God, sorry, there was a zombie that came out of nowhere because of the shutter. At the end of the day, what's important to all these games, all of them, is the sensation of despair, right? And
yes,
you can't undo that. You can't get rid of that.
I think a lot of people, for one, I think there's a lack of language that people have to express themselves whenever there is nuance in what they're feeling. So if you are dying in a game, the only answer to that is it is difficult. Not necessarily
Skill
that
issue.
Yeah.
or it's a skill issue. Like it's like how many times did you actually die in the game, and like what was the actual penalty of it? And it's like, well, that all of that is pointless. What matters is that you died, full stop. And if you die in a game frequently, full stop, then it is hard, you know?
Yeah.
And
Yeah, that's
Like-
that's why I wasn't enjoying play, because I gave it an honest try. Dark Souls 3, and Sekiro. Like, I enjoyed the atmosphere, I enjoyed everything else about it, except the difficulty kept kicking my ass. So for Elden Ring, there's an easy mode mod from the Nexus. So I was like, screw it, let me try. And like, I had a blast. Because it felt like I was actually progressing and not getting frustrated every 3 seconds by, a guy looking at me and me dying, right? Like,
Yeah.
okay, really quick before we continue this, we should really hit the road and do that restore power.
Oh, is that what we're doing right now?
Sure.
Like it's midnight, we should probably rush over to it. It's like 1.6 kilometers away.
Oh,
Yeah, we'll be lucky if we
time?
get to it in time. Like we gotta go now if
laid
we're gonna
out.
do it.
all right.
I think I've actually played with that mod, Goggles, and one of the things I think is interesting about it is that what it does is it actually doesn't change the whole progression of the whole game very much,
right.
except for a few bosses. What it does is some of the early encounters that are meant to try and explain, hey, you'll lose if you try to take on every encounter. They just change that. They're like, you know what, you can learn that lesson later. And there are several lessons, even in easy mode, where you're like, whoa, don't want to go in there. That's a bad room.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Yeah.
But it was still, it made the game just so much more accessible for me, and I was, because like, I love the idea of Souls-like games, but I'm just terrible at it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, just out. Like, just with the introduction of that easy mode mod, it was like, oh wow, now I can actually sit and enjoy this without wanting to rip my hair out.
Yeah.
I think there's also something to be said for the method of how the game runs. In Dark Souls follow a very traditional form of I'm going to teach you how to play me, which is I'm not going to tell you to do these button combos. I'm not going to tell, like, for Bloodborne, the game is, the entire purpose of Bloodborne is to be aggressive. That is the paradigm on which the game is built. It's like, yeah, you have to be up in the face of the enemies that you're dealing with. You need to be using your gun to stagger them so that you can get better hits in, etc. And the first major boss, Father Gascoigne, that you get to, he is hellishly difficult if you do not learn that lesson. And that is this boss's purpose. You are supposed to go in to this boss battle and learn that you have to use interrupt with your gun. That is the whole purpose.
And if you do, it's not that bad. Especially compared to the giant wolf boss nearby.
Yeah. Like I think the cleric beast, which precedes it. So like, but there are so many people where it's like it feels like I'm bashing my head up against a wall because that's the way the game is teaching you. It's not telling you to do that, but it's basically saying there is one fixed way that you're supposed to beat this boss, and you are supposed to experiment and figure it out. And I don't know that that's really the best way to design a game, but it's definitely a way that many games have been designed, you know? So, all right, this is, oh, it's this place.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, this is where Nifty died a whole bunch. Okay.
All right, everyone, are we ready?
Yes, go. This is where CBT was.
It's not letting me.
Who is this?
It's not letting me. Oh,
Fine.
can be only started between 22 hours and 1 o'clock.
Son of a bitch.
So yeah,
God damn it. I hate these restore
knew-
power missions.
I knew we wouldn't make it, so there was no point in us trying, so.
Well, it's too late. It's too late
No,
now.
it was
I
a
mean,
fun ride.
how's everybody doing on gasoline?
I'm okay.
Also, hello, story girl. Like, I'm sorry we're not talking too much, but, podcast mode.
Yeah, and Big Bad Night. I see what you're saying in chat, and I totally get you. But like, it's people are going to approach games differently. People, like have
Yeah.
accessibility issues. So like, I think it's important to acknowledge that, right? And be like, hey, what's easy for you? What's something that's acceptable challenge wise, could be very difficult for people with disabilities or people with accessibility issues, or even just people who just want to have like a casual time with it. You know what I mean?
I think the most fascinating stat that I read a while ago was that many people have pointed out that of all of the Souls-like games, Bloodborne is mechanically by far the easiest. It has the juiciest timings, the easiest reads, the biggest wind-ups. It also has the lowest completion rate because it was so good at telling this story that made you feel like you couldn't finish. Or it was so bad, you could say, at communicating to the player how to, beat Father. Right, or to do these things. You could argue either way, I think. Right, and I think both statements are equally true. And it's really interesting because you could make the mechanically easiest game. The item descriptions literally tell you how to use the items. They mention like cool tricks you can do with them even, or they warn you like this shield is fine, but don't be too passive. It won't save you from a bunch of big hits. Right, all these things doesn't matter in the end. What matters is the people's approach and how the narrative strikes them. And the funny thing about easy modes and the Elden Ring in particular, it didn't do very much, and yet it creates a huge sensation of progression. Oh, whoa.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I got lost.
Me too, and then others were just kind of other places. I don't even know.
I was following Will.
I don't even.
Oh, I'm headed to the desert to get more oil shale because we need gas.
Oh, I wish somebody said that.
Yeah, I wish someone said something. And then Lying is heading off east somewhere.
Okay, you know what? I'm getting off my
for
bike
crafting
and I'm
methods.
picking up my bike. I'm picking up my bike because I just realized
my bike.
we are so
I'm correct.
spread
I don't
out.
want the server to crash again.
Okay, yeah. Okay. I'm thank you, admin. God.
Because we're sitting at 138% CPU.
Okay. So, that being the case, I've got my bike on me. I'm just going to continue like hobbling myself north. Because if I'm just walking, I'm hopeful that it won't like set the game off. Yeah?
Yeah.
Hey, Goggles, I rarely get to talk to anybody who's a teacher. Can I ask you, like, do
Sure.
people still talk about the old roguelike games and sort of the origin of graphical games like NetHack, Rogue, and things like King's Quest?
It really depends on your audience. Like, if I'm teaching, like middle school, high school, then they're totally unfamiliar, and we really don't get a chance to get into it because it's more like hands-on game design rather than the history and the context. But if I'm teaching higher ed and we have like a whole semester to work together, then absolutely. Like, I'll talk a little bit about like the history of not just like MUDs and things like
MUDs.
Zork. Yeah. And then get into some of that, and then like use that for context, and apply it to what we're learning, right? So it all depends on a variety of factors of what age range you're going to. I think the younger kids, like, they're interested, but they don't really get it. Especially like the text ones, because they're like, oh, okay, like this is whatever.
This is boring. Yeah.
Yeah. Like the ones I've worked with in the past, like they do give it like the college try, so to speak, but like they don't tend to care
that
as
was
much.
super early games too.
Yeah.
I clocked so many hours in MUDs. You have no idea. I was a MUD wizard. I still have my copy of Secrets of the MUD Wizards.
Oh wow.
I just ask, like, because I would say some of the hardest games I've ever played in my life were from that era, and I think it was a kind of a mix of mentality and design. But like,
Oh yeah, well, Nintendo Hard is a meme for a reason, right? Like,
yeah.
I
But, like,
mean,
NetHack.
oh god.
Woo, boy, God, that game was nuts.
To this day, I still have never beaten Mario 1 or Mario 3.
Really?
I never owned a copy of Mario 2. Like, I can't. I just can't with those games. I don't know what it is. It's just like, I remember playing Super Mario World, and I was over at my friend's house. You know, we were doing, 1 and 2 player. And it was my turn, and I was like, I don't know what mission to do. I'm like kind of low on lives. And he was like, oh, just do that one right there. It's got a whole bunch of like 1-ups and stuff. And it's really easy. Go into it. It's an auto-scrolling air level. And I die immediately. And I'm like, what the hell, man? And he's like, I don't know how the hell you died there. That's such an easy level. And I was like, it's an auto-scrolling air level. That is a grueling experience to get into. And he was like, oh, okay. Like he was utterly confused. He didn't understand how I could have a hard time with that, you know?
A real quick tangent to what Big Bad is saying. I've heard, and don't quote me on this. This is just stuff that I've heard through the grapevine. But I've heard that Bethesda's QA testers were actually, like, when it comes to something like Fallout 76, they were actually giving like really good feedback and critique, and then Bethesda just went ahead and ignored it. But again, this is hearsay. I don't want to confirm, but I wouldn't be so quick to blame QA.
Like, I don't even know what Bethesda's QA setup is, you know? Like, and this reminds me, it makes me think more about Dark Souls. I think the Soulsborne type games, I think one of the major things that like holds me back on it is the slow pace of it. I think I would like Elden Ring a whole lot more because of the level of freedom, but like the corridor design of the game never really meshed with me super well. Like I don't know what it is about, like whenever I'm like, yeah, I'll do corridor level design, that's fine with me, but I don't always want that anymore because it used to like saturate everything that I used to play. And then once the open world became available, I'm like, okay, you told me to go right, I'm gonna go left, screw you. So God, there's so many zombies out here.
I do, whether you play with the easy mode mod or not, I do strongly recommend Elden Ring. I think it's a touchstone game for a reason, and it's probably the only what I would call like even asymptotically approachable Souls game where it goes out of its way to teach you a little bit more.
Yeah. I've given Will permission to play my copy of it, so
sharing inventories on Steam, brah.
Yeah,
it's like, it's not necessarily that it's a hard thing to do. It's just like, oh, I don't want to jump through that hoop though. So
yeah,
when you're setting it up, I'm being lazy about it. But another thing, and Tev, you've talked to me about this before in regards to the like, why is it that you like Breath of the Wild, but then you don't like Souls like games, you know? Because like I would go into Breath of the Wild and I would just like I would chain together Lionel fights one after the other, you know?
And you would die and you would go back for more, you know?
And I think the major difference is that if I died, I could just load up and I would be right there to fight the Lionel. I didn't have to go through an entire series of fights in a linear fashion to get back to that one fight again.
You know,
like that is a
brilliant design that they could get you to do that and feel comfortable doing that.
What you mean?
The game's
battling the thing again over and over.
Doing that difficult thing, going into that game loop, making it feel valuable. Just phenomenal.
I mean, I'll definitely hand it to them. That is absolutely an incredible thing that they managed to get away with. But at the same time, like that's the main thing that makes me be like, I don't fucking care for this. If like, and I think a lot of that came down to the fact that when I started to like really do the YouTube stuff super hard, it was like my time is so valuable. I don't have the time to go back and play through that at the that same like part of the map 5 times over. I don't want to spend my time playing through the exact same. It basically gets right into that terrible nook, which is forced backtracking in video games to me. It's like this is the least favorite thing ever for me to do. I do not want to be forced to do backtracking and
I think the
experience the
only-
exact same content over again.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt. I think the only game that I enjoyed backtracking in was Symphony of the Night, because it was by design. Like, you had to go back to unlock new areas once you got, like, new abilities and stuff. Like, that to me was fun, but otherwise, yeah, I agree.
I mean, if you're going back to an old area and being like, oh, that one door that I've never been through,
Yeah.
Like, I
love
had that experience back in the day as well. I did that with, what was it, Circle to the Moon for the Game Boy Advanced. That was my first Castlevania game. And I know what that's like. That's a whole lot of fun. But, like, hey, you're just going to walk through the exact same corridor that you did, 5 minutes ago, and you're going to fight the exact same enemies in the exact same... Like,
Yeah, that sucks.
it's the worst part of a time loop experience in a video game, which I think is a major factor for why Deathloop didn't really speak to a lot of people, or it annoyed a lot of people, because there's a lot of just like doing the same thing over and over. Not to say that Deathloop is a bad game, but it's that fundamental setup right there. It's just like, no, time looping is really, really boring. And some people can do it and other people just can't. And I'm one of those people who's like, this feels like me doing the worst part of a fucking time loop, man. I do not want to live in Groundhog Day when I'm trying to have fun. So
Oh, that's a bear. Oh, that's a bear.
Can I be a grandpa for a second? And I'm going to say something with love for all those people around me, but I really do feel like sometimes I look at like what streaming and pandering to streamers has done to video games, and I hate it quite a bit. I don't mean to be. I mean, I'm not calling anybody out here because I don't think people here do it. But a lot of people, they're in it for like the absolute grind. And like I remember discovering that the first time when I was involved with Project Ozone 2 for a Minecraft mod pack.
Oh, wow.
And the dudes were just like vape face Twitch fanatics. It was nuts. It was just they were seriously there 15 hours a day. If they weren't working on the pack, they were playing the pack on the stream.
oh,
And I
behind
was
you,
like,
behind you.
It was nuts.
I also wonder too how much of that is the larger culture with like, the hustle culture and having to like constantly, like every day I gotta release a video, every day I gotta do this, every day I gotta do that, otherwise I'm gonna be irrelevant, right? Like,
Yeah.
And that's absolutely what I was falling into. It's like in Breath of the Wild, it was like, well, okay, well, what's the difference there? Like you've spent an hour on this same Lionel trying to figure out how to beat it, and it's like, okay, yeah, that's true, but I'm choosing to do it, and I'm not doing any of the unfun stuff on the side with it, and that's the biggest challenge. It's like voluntary backtracking, or anything that basically falls into that same category of action, is entirely different from like being forced to do it over and over again. So if I'm told that I have to repeat a section of a game over and over because it's part of its design, I shut it off. I don't care for that. But if it's like, no, for some reason this one section of the game is fascinating me and I can just rapidly continue, like just rapidly like reload whenever I fail, and I can just try at the part that I failed at, and if I don't have to repeat the part that I got fine leading up to it,
Now, Will, let me ask you, how do you feel about Vampire Survivors?
Vampire Survivors is unique for the fact that after playing it for long enough, I'm like, oh, you're going to die. Like, that is the point. Like, you do not live past a certain moment in the game under,
Yeah, that's the end game.
Under most circumstances, it's like, yeah, a run is 30 minutes, and once you come to understand that, it's a different experience. And
I mean, it's got this, I don't know whether it's a genius, toxic, maybe a little bit of both. It is, casino tech of meta progression. Right? Of, oh yeah, you're going to repeat the same thing, but it's different this time because you got the unlock tokens. Check out your new character.
And I think that's distilling an entire RPG into a half-hour experience,
Maybe,
at its longest. So
can we make that same argument about like Binding of Isaac?
Yes.
No, I've never played Binding of Isaac, believe it or not.
I think we could. Will, do you have food? Because I am now at stamina limits. I I
I have an old sandwich.
can I lick it?
Do I need to
it
bring
might,
you food?
It might give you
are.
dysentery.
Okay. We're deep in the oil shale mines here.
Oh my god.
I ate all my food. I brought food. To be fair, I just ate.
I
them.
didn't bring any food.
Aren't you about to, pass out and die?
No, I've only lost like the first bar on my my hunger meter.
Okay. Do we have a plan for this day?
What day?
Just the day.
The day we're
Also,
on.
when was the blood moon coming?
The blood moon should be falling on day 44, but we don't find out if it's going to fall a day early until 8 o'clock, I think.
Yeah.
Today is a blood moon day, potentially. We won't know until 8, so...
Okay. Giving your friends dysentery is how you get toilet corn. Oh my god.
Baby.
I could hear Crow giggling in the background.
It's funny every single time we hear Crow giggling back there.
Yeah.
It's wonderful. Man. I think a lot of what we've discussed here is basically displaying the fact that there is no such thing as a perfect game, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's so much like space for variety and stuff.
It's true.
Vampire Survivors is also very open with its expectations right off the bat, and it's one of those style of games, excuse me, that you pick up, play for a little while, and play on and off for a while, then put down and not feel bad about. Yeah, I think to make the comparison again to like Dark Souls or something like that, you can play for 30 minutes in Vampire Survivors and you still have progress that you can show for it, you know?
Yeah. Every little bit helps. You still get coins to spend on whatever upgrades you want.
And it's not that can't be true. My thermal regulation is maxed out.
Oh, Dave, you gotta
no,
go. You gotta
Dave.
go. That sucks.
I can stick around and talk, but I do need to stop using my graphics card.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
It is 92 in this room.
No,
Which is
that
fine.
Oh my
sucks.
god.
Jesus.
Dave.
What? Oh, I'm fine.
Dave, did you like you left the game? Did you like just log out in the middle of nowhere?
Yep, it'll be fine.
Okay. I mean, it's
Will, my computer was clear that I needed to stop doing what I was doing. Let me.
I mean, I
just
just know what you're dealing. I know what the situation is. That's all I was after. So. Oh my
I'm
god!
glad you're taking
I'm
care of yourself,
so
Dave.
far out in the middle of
No, I can stick around for a little bit. I just am not going to be logged down. My
Yeah.
graphics card said you need to stop. Hi chat. I'm one of you now, sort of. But I was saying, I've thought a lot about doing a let's play of truly ancient games and showing
Oh,
what
that'd
they
be
used
cool.
to be, what they would be. I don't know if it would be like showing how to beat NetHack is a little bit like describing like a fever dream. It's very strange, but I think
There's definitely a market for people who like retro games. Look
Yeah,
at
like,
LGR,
Pushing
for
up
example.
roses.
Yeah.
poor
I don't know if
LGR.
she's doing it anymore. But
Yeah.
oh god, yeah, LGR got hit by the hurricane pretty bad. There was
Yeah.
a tree through his house.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
I'm not
you were
saying like in a larger, in a larger sense. I'm just saying like I wonder if folks like fully understand how far gaming has come, and in some sense how friendly it actually is now. Like I don't know. As someone who's watched pretty much from the ColecoVision onwards, it's hard sometimes for me to relate to folks like how much things have changed and what the actual expectations are.
And I understand what you're saying because I look back and I'm like, I look at some of the Nintendo games that I played and I'm just like, did I really like these games back in the day? Because my memory of gaming was that I couldn't get enough video games, but I don't have any particular video games in my mind where I'm just like, oh, this was my favorite ever. Whenever I go back and I'm like, oh yeah, I remember playing Double Dragon, and I'll pick it up and I'll be like, this game is so fucking brutal. And the harder I think about it, the more I remember that I just had so much controller throwing fits over these games. I remember I was grounded from video games multiple times over.
Oh, wow.
Because I got so angry at them, you know? And you know, going back and like pulling out those old copies, because I still have all of my old consoles and stuff. I was like, oh wow, yeah, this is so brutal. I thought I sucked as a kid, but no, these games are just so brutal.
Yeah.
You go through so much pain with these games. And I don't know how on earth I was able to enjoy them. I question if I was just obsessed with them and I didn't enjoy them. Is that what was going on with me?
Or that's just what was available for entertainment.
Mm-hmm. I mean, when you think about like how big video games were in their storage and how they were like unpacked and put together on the hardware and everything, it's like it's insane how small the games were. So how do you extend the life of something like that? Oh, well, you make it difficult to win, you know, or get to the end. It's not that complicated. Like the game is like, if the game was forgiving, you would finish it in like an hour. So they make it a much longer game by, you know, making it really difficult to hit the end. That makes a whole lot of sense. And it's one of the primary criticisms of older games. But shit, man, it's just it makes me think about stuff in a completely different light. It's like, was I actually having fun as a kid?
Yeah.
Oops. Yep, that's all I gotta say. You can have fun as a kid. Lying.
Say, tell that to younger me. Jeez.
Beating Aladdin on Sega Genesis was a nightmare. Games were made hard, so you couldn't rent them and beat them on a weekend. God.
Well, it's also keeping in mind like the arcades.
Oh,
arcade
yes.
style
Oh,
game
yeah.
Design.
I keep forgetting about it. It's like yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. That's
Because they were extremely hard, because then you would put more quarters in to play longer.
That's how they got you.
That's how they get you.
Yep.
I think it wasn't like until like Super Nintendo era when we would start to see games that like, and the Sega was the handheld console first set from Sega,
the Game Gear.
Game Gear, yeah. That we started to see games where it was like, it's okay if this game is easy. It's just fun. Like we start to see, there were a bunch of them like that, and like Nintendo, I remember a friend of mine had a copy of Pilot Wings, and I felt like that game was a transformative experience for me because it wasn't hard, it was just fun, and it was really interesting to look at for the time, and it had super chill soundtrack. God, it was such a good vibe.
I feel like that's basically the major difference between games of then and games of now, and the fact that there's a lot of games out there which there are a lot of people who have never played those types of games where it was like, yeah, this game is gonna kick your butt because it's extending the life, and it was built off of the quarter munching system, you know. And it's like, if you've been raised on games where it's like, no, the whole point is to have fun, you know, then how would you expect someone to react to a game when it's like, no, it's here to kick you around, you know?
Well, then you point them at like speedrunners.
Speedrunners are a special fucking type, man. I do not understand speedrunners.
I was mostly bringing that up as a joke, but yeah.
Well, I mean, I remember learning that like the speedrunning community really found like a really special place on the oh, for God's sake, who's screaming? You little shit. Lying. I remember learning that the speedrunner community really ended up with a big, like they set up really heavy on the the Mario Maker game.
Oh yeah.
And it was like they're designing these levels, they're passing them back and forth, they're playing them, and the general understanding about those games, about those Mario Maker levels, was that it was like, yeah, it's like, I don't know, 6 to 8 hours to really learn a single level, and I just hear that and I'm like, who would want to do that? You know?
You know, though, Will, I personally think that there's something kind of beautiful about the speedrunning community. Because one of the things they do that no one else does, right, is they take the game and they make a new one out of the existing shell of it, right? They're
Yeah.
like, oh, no. Yeah, like, no, there's
Exactly.
like 30 different subgenres, and this is our thing. No one, like, it doesn't, you can actively discourage speedrunners, and they will always screw you over, and like, new category, shitting on the dev's face as we go through.
Percentage. Yeah. Like I love Super Mario 64, you're right? But and like I've played that game in and out to death. And to this day I still love watching speedrunners do like 120 star, 16 star, 70 star, just because like it's so entertaining and there's something so satisfying about seeing them hitting like a PB or getting a world record, and just seeing how skilled they are in even the glitchless categories, like seeing them like absolutely thoroughly master a game. Like, it's so entertaining.
Frankly, I find the glitchless speedruns to be the most entertaining, because it is someone playing a game in the way that it was intended to be played by the developers, but to a skill level that is just mind-boggling. Like, whenever I remember watching someone do a speed run of Doom 2016, and I was like, okay, this should be interesting. And all they did was basically wall hack their way through the game to find the next like, door to leave. And I was like, okay, I'm not going to say that what you're doing here isn't impressive, because you're figuring out how to jump through the level through spaces that you're not supposed to be able to access. And that takes skill. But watching you jump through the level in a way that you were never intended to, it's not as interesting to watch happen, you know?
Yeah, because I watched a GDQ that was playing Okami, and Okami is absolutely one of my most favorite games ever, but it's like it completely loses the emotional connection when you're clipping through walls and stuff.
I
I
agree,
think I hear
but
a screamer.
I also think that there is something really interesting about it, because playing the game very well is like being the best rider at the theme park, right? Or doing the escape room the best. You're playing within what the box the devs put, and that can be super awesome. I really enjoy like full clear speed runs with no glitch. But also, I do love occasionally to see the way that people say, actually, no, what if we just said, what if we stopped playing the devs? What if we just made this ours, and like we were our own type of athletes, and we did things the way we wanted to? And that's like you get like these crazy speedrun things, or you'll get like the Tassers, and all those people are just, what they do to me is beautiful, because they have made something real out of something that is ultimately like real and challenging and crazy difficult, out of a world that was meant to be a fantasy escape.
And I think it also depends on the game too, right? So like, if I can name drop for a second, there's a Sonic speedrunner named Argic, and dude is so entertaining, and like he does these glitches in a lot of the like in Sonic Origins and stuff, and they're just fun, right? Like it's fun to see. Oh wow, you can break the game like that. That's really interesting, right? And in something like Okami, I'd be like, you know, like you can speedrun, but what's the point? You know, like it's not really that kind of game.
Yeah. Like, and I don't want to say that it's like, oh, you shouldn't do it that way. Like, no, like, more power to you. Have fun with it, etc.
Sure.
But that doesn't necessarily mean that it's something that I want to watch. Like, cool, you wall hack your way through it. I think one of the funnest things that I ever saw was a 100% run of Majora's Mask that was done in 3 hours. Like, they did everything in the entire game for summer games done quick. They 100%ed that game In 3 hours time, they filled their bank account all the way up in the game. They like got all of the masks. They got all the heart pieces. They beat all of the bosses. They did all the mini games. If it could be done, they had to do it, and they did it in 3 hours. And they only rewound the game clock twice.
That's impressive.
Like, it was insane the way that they did it, and like, because they had commentators there who were like, well, I mean, like, I understand what the person is doing here, you know, and having that person explain that it's like, okay, well, we're doing this because, you know, blah blah blah, like, it was so helpful to me to understand.
Yeah.
Why?
I'm sorry. I keep interrupting you. I'm
No,
sorry.
no, you're right. It's like it's the commentary. The commentary helps so much to explain why you do anything.
A Cuphead runner, the Mexican runner, I think, did a Cuphead run a couple years ago in GDQ. And I like watching Cuphead. I've never played it, but like I like watching people play and seeing what happened. So as he was playing, the couch, was providing all of the different context. Like, here's what's going to come up next. Here's what he's going to do. Here's, why he's doing it this way. And that's just so fascinating. Like from not just somebody who enjoys speedruns, but for somebody who's also like a game designer and a game educator, because it's like, oh, this is stuff that we can teach students about too, like to cater to different audiences or things to consider when they're making the games, right? So like the Koch commentary is just really, really fascinating.
Yeah.
It is. It's incredibly fascinating. Like, to learn all of these things about how and why a game is put together, why you do one thing over another, and how it, like, everything has been micro measured in those games, you know, whenever you're speed running. So it's like, okay, well, like, yeah, you could do it this way, but it's done this way because blah 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 blah, you know. It's fascinating to me, but at the same time, if you're venturing outside the bounds of what the game developers meant for you to do in the game, my brain just shuts off. I'm like, well, okay, so you're cheating. What's the big deal? Like, I get it.
I can get that, but I do think, like, going back to Sonic games, right? Like, I feel like there's places for those kinds of things, right? Like, I don't know.
Oh,
like,
there's always places for it, and I don't want to take it away from people that they're doing it, and that, like, that's an impressive thing to do. Is like, no, go ahead, go for it. You know, have at it. But at the same time, for me personally, just in it's like, well, I don't want to watch that, you know.
Sure.
So
Yeah. I think that's one thing that's kind of cool that sort of keys you into the realness of it. There are lots of professional sports that are incredibly difficult and incredibly satisfying to play and quite boring to watch. Right, and only people who understand and are invested in the game. Golf is a great example. Golf is an incredibly rewarding game with a lot of very talented people. It takes a lot of practice. It's also, unless you're invested in the game and understand what's going on, quite boring. Right?
Oh
It's
my
like,
God,
you're like,
yes.
Oh my God, what's going on? They're watching them drive around a little car, right?
yes. Oh boy,
I think
yes.
Robin Williams said it best. It's like, whack the ball, get in the cart. Whack the ball, get in the cart.
But that's how you know it's a sport, right? That there are parts of it that aren't that are only for the player and fellow players, and not for anything else. I think that's, like, for me, that's always how I know: is it a sport, or are we just doing professional clowning? Because professional clowning is fun, but it is something different.
Guys, guess what?
What?
I'm breaking the rules of the game right now.
You're
you're
pulling.
I'm nerd polling.
Call the cops. You are literally gonna get pulled up
By the fun police.
Yeah.
I knew that I had to do this eventually. Worse than Hitler right now. God.
Actually, why don't we put a land claim on that base, though, Will?
We should. We really should. I don't think I can put any more land claim blocks down myself, so.
Thank you. Have its maps too, right?
Wait, what?
Oh, that's right, because you already have one at the new base, right? That's your block.
Yes.
So then, Goggles or Line could do the job.
I'm back in the Arctic making food.
Oh dear. Okay.
I'll be
Where are
right
you
back
at?
taking a bio break.
Okay, cool.
Hey friends, I am going to peace out. My computer is not getting cooler. In fact, now it's telling me I should turn it off. So I'm gonna go. It's been fun.
Nice.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Enjoy, Dave. Bye-bye.
Have a good
I'm
night.
gonna go sweat now. Bye.
Oh, great. Tev just messaged me like the fact that we're gonna see higher temperatures tomorrow. Oh God. This is so unfair. Like the local National Weather Service got all salty about it too.
The meteorologist just saw the weather and just like flipped the table and was like, fuck this.
Yeah, basically that's what happened. It was they were like, who the hell ordered the extra heat? Because someone thought that we hadn't gotten enough of it. Clearly. Oh my word. Well, the good news is that we don't have a Horde Night tonight. The bad news is that we don't have a Horde Night tonight, and I'm out here repairing the freaking Horde base. I've played so much Minecraft at this point that I am like actively trying to crouch while on this walkway, hoping that I won't fall off of the edge in the process.
God, it has been a hot minute since I've actually like sat down with Minecraft.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is an important question. How did you find Minecraft?
Jeez, I think a friend of mine sent me a link to the beta and was like, hey, this game looks fun. Do you want to play it? And I was like, yeah, sure. I think it was like, I couldn't even tell you what year, like maybe 2013 or something like that. I don't know. Like, just a friend of mine, we were just talking about games, and they were like, oh, this game's coming out, you should check it out. It's about, like, base building and crafting. I was like, oh, that sounds fun, you know. And then just, like, for whatever reason, I would get into it into, like, spurts. So there would be times, like, I was really into it for, like, a couple of weeks, and then I would just get burnt out and then stop playing.
Sounds like exactly what most people who play Minecraft experience.
Oh, is it? Okay.
That's like that is like the quintessential Minecraft experience. It's like I think in general it's like, you know, oh, I'm having a fun night with the boys or whatever, like that whole attitude about games. And the running joke that I still see showing up every once in a while is, oh yeah, like everyone, you know, once a year, me and the boys, it's time to start a new world in Minecraft, and you know, don't stop playing for 2 months, and then stop dead, and then abandon the world and never play it again.
Yeah.
It happens once a year, so.
Like, what I used to do would, like, download mods. I would get, like, Mizuno's craft pack and follow tutorials. So I would make, like, cute little cafes, and they would have, like, little meals and plants and all sorts of decorations and stuff. Like, that's how I would kill my time. And it was just, that was what was fun for me. So, like, whenever I would join somebody's server, I'd be like, hey, can you just let me play in creative? I'm not going to abuse it or anything. I just want to create, like, little cafes and, you know, townhouses and stuff. That's all I would do.
Oh my word. Like, man, it's so utterly different from the way that I played. I was always there for like, oh, you have to build the empire, you know, you have to industrialize, you have to build up everything that you own, blah blah blah, etc. So,
And I always play like the maps that give you like a serious challenge, like Skyblock or like Desert Island stuff, and you have to like work your way up to sustainable.
I liked watching people do that. I I couldn't do it. I was too dumb. I was like, can't do this.
I mean,
What is survival if not the pursuit of creative?
I like the thing that really changed the whole Minecraft experience for me was basically the process of learning that I didn't have to like start over. Like learning that I didn't have to like start a brand new game every single time, you know. Which I think I explained that in like one of my server tours, but it was like the whole reason why I built the server was because like, okay, this is an easier way to keep track of my world save. Every single time I'm going to start the game, I'm just going to run out to a new place and just build a brand new village and like strip myself of all my equipment, you know? And that was like, it so thoroughly changed my my relationship with Minecraft that it's still the way that I play today, you know? I still work on that server, so.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah. Oh, well, I mean, Tev, you can attest to how freaking important it is to me.
Yes, I can. Like, you've invested so much into it.
More than a decade at this point, so. Okay, so, God, I don't know what all we have here at the base and what we don't. Electric fences?
What are you shooting at there? Are you shooting at the sun?
Playing with the new toy. Lying, are you just freaking bored? I'm getting the distinct feeling that Lying may be bored. We have kind of tripped up and fallen into a lull right now. Intentionally or unintentionally.
And we're close enough to a blood moon that, you know.
That's kind of what's happened to me. I'm like, I don't know that I should run back out to where you guys are.
Well, and do we want to save that for next time?
Good point.
That's a good question. Like, I don't have a problem with us saving the Horde night for next time, but I want to actually know that it's a Horde night whenever we come back, you know?
Yeah.
As opposed to what happened last time where it was like, oh, God, I guess I'm just going to sit here for no reason, you know? For ages. Freaking ages. Shotgun auto turret. I can make shotgun auto turrets?
Do it.
Oh, shit, bitches.
Hello, Creed officer.
What do we have here for parts? Parts. Man, it takes so many shotgun parts.
Man, we're constantly short on parts, too. It sucks.
It is the biggest bottleneck that exists in this game. And it's kind of annoying.
Except for duct tape. That's the biggest bottleneck.
Yeah, you're right. There's a bunch of the tabernacle. I'm at the tabernacle. That tells you how few of shotgun parts we have. Goggles. Goggles. We just need you to loot as many like end game chests as possible inside of dungeons and find as many shotgun parts as you possibly can because you're the shotgunner.
Actually, come to think of it, what's better, the double barrel or the pump shotgun?
Pump.
Pump. Okay.
And then I think it's like a combat shotgun that's after that. Shotgun, pipe shotgun, auto shotgun is your ultimate that you're looking for. The problem with the auto shotgun is that it will chew through blocks because it does so much damage.
Unrelated, do I have time to take a bio break?
Oh yeah, more than enough.
Okay.
Feel not as if you are required to stay here, for you are not. Yeah, you play Minecraft for a few days, weeks, maybe a month, then put it down for months at a time, then remember the game exists again and start all over again. That's
Yeah, feel it.
that is the Minecraft experience, man. That is where it goes. That is what it do. Let me go ahead and go back to my playlist. I should really have some music on in the background. There we go. Get that going again. Pump, pump, pump,
Like your
pump it
face.
up. Your face? What about your butt, though?
Can't get my butt going.
What do you mean I can't get your butt going?
Well, it's not you can't, it's just my butt can't get going.
Tev, are you informing me that I'm not allowed to get your butt going?
No, actually. I'm saying my butt just can't get going.
But why is that?
Because
But there must be a reason.
it just do. She has a headache, Strife.
She tired. I mean, okay.
I can't.
Minecraft
I have to wash
falls-
my hair.
Oh, she got a big morning ahead. Minecraft falls into make your own fun, and it's just not my thing. Yeah, that is very true. I've met so many people who for whatever reason, it's like, oh, make your own fun, and they're like, I'm shutting this game down now. And I don't want to make anybody feel bad for that either, you know?
Thanks. No, I mean, like, part of my problem is just that unless it's like a mod or something with direction, I get bored so easily. And we've done that on stream before. I'm just like, okay, what do I do now? There's nothing to do.
Yeah, that is a problem. Speaking of which, we're on stream right now, and you're playing a game not extremely dissimilar from Minecraft. What are you getting yourself up to?
I'm running through places trying to find stuff we need.
Cool. That's fantastic. You keep up with it.
Because, like, unlike Minecraft, this place has dungeons I can go through that are, ready and available and will respawn.
That's the one thing that this game definitely has going for it, the dungeons. I love the dungeons in this game. I've improved my armor and made an M60 with a drum mag. How many mods have you managed to squeeze onto that thing, Lying?
The butt is currently in maintenance mode. Oh my god. Just 3 so far? Nice.
Oh, that's right. Did I level up? I can't remember. Oh, I did. Oh, I've leveled up quite a bit. Intellect. Okay, that's a lot of red marks because I took off the smart headgear. Diablo. I couldn't play vanilla Minecraft. I would get bored. Mods are great, though. Man, that's just like that is the antithesis of my experience with Minecraft. I started with vanilla, then I moved over to mods, and I just got sick of having to learn new mods constantly. So I gave up playing mods. I was just like, I don't want to learn new information for this mod that someone's going to abandon in 6 months, and I will never be able to play it again. I got so sick of doing that, you know?
Yeah. Like, I don't know, for me it's the novelty. You know how every once in a while I get just this massive urge, this need to rearrange my office?
Yes.
Minecraft mods scratch that itch for me.
Really?
Yeah.
I think one of the
Minecraft game-wise.
I think one of the big things for me that like defeated the purpose for Minecraft, modded Minecraft, was the sorting systems. Like, you mod Minecraft and it's just like, oh my god, there are so many items I have to keep track of now. So many. I need to build a sorting system. What's the alternative to a sorting system? It was applied energistics. Okay? And I didn't necessarily have... Yeah, that was the one where you basically built a computer and you digitized all your items and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Which I didn't have a problem with, but it also wasn't as interesting as having to build a warehouse, okay? So like there was something very beautiful about building the warehouse, but I got sick of building the warehouses, so applied energistics was the only alternative. And then applied energistics changed. I don't know if the mod is even around anymore, but like they changed it to be like, oh well, now you have to find a crystal in a random spawn in the middle of a meteor that landed in the ground ages ago. You know?
Yeah.
Like you couldn't build the computer system unless you got lucky with RNG. And I think that was like the point where I was like, nah, I'm done. I'm done. But you don't like looking through all your magneto containment zones for wiggle tip ingots whenever you need to craft a greater electronic humble-dinger. God. Lying? I swear.
Are they wrong,
Minecraft
though?
computer
No.
sorting systems has ruined me in play any game with chests and go, God, I wish I had that. That's just like that's like a staple. If you don't have that, then it doesn't work anymore, you know? But even then it doesn't like address my problem with like just not wanting to learn a new mod only to never see the mod again because it's going to get abandoned by someone, or it's going to be redeveloped so many times that the person who's maintaining it is like, I'm sick of this. I'm going to burn the whole mod to the ground and I'm going to build it from the ground up to be a completely different mod. So when you say I am playing Thaumcraft, it's like, okay, well, which version? Imagine not just playing 1.7.10 Thaumcraft for the rest of time. Man. Wasn't it 1.5 where they introduced, pistons? Was that a 1.3 thing?
God, I don't remember.
I have trouble playing vanilla because I want to build all of the things, which needs so many materials, and then by the time you get a bunch of materials and get to a point where I can only play so long and end up grinding for so long, I get too bored to bother building anymore and stop playing and never get far into the base gameplay ever. God, that was ancient beta 1.7 according to Google. Okay, I must be getting it mixed up with hoppers then. Because I remember when they introduced hoppers, there was a version of Feed the Beast, or maybe it was Yogg Pack or something that I was playing back in the day. I remember going through a lot of trouble of moving a Thaumcraft node into the solution tower. Yeah, Hoppers is 1.5. Okay, there you go. Also, hello, Wither. I didn't realize you were there. Hello.
Hi.
How you doing?
I don't know. Trying not to die from zombies.
Oh, dear. You got any meds on you?
Maybe. I got radiated for a second. Wow. I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, it's pretty devastating on you.
Yeah, no kidding.
Are we still talking Minecraft?
Yes, we are. Oh my god, it's still day 43? I thought for certain we would have, like, passed over into another day.
Nope.
Oh, hey, since we are about to hit nighttime, do we want to group up on the restore power quest?
Oh, I think I'm nowhere near that.
Do you have your
I
bike?
could whip it. Yeah, I have my bike. Let me whip that out.
What about you, Goggles? Do you think you could make it to the restore power?
Quite possibly.
It would be nice for us to like regroup and actually do something other than like be in different spaces of the map again.
Yeah, fair
that
point.
would be nice.
Regarding Minecraft real quick, like I have to admit a very embarrassing secret. I get spooked easily in video games. So if I'm playing Minecraft by myself, I will not go into like the mines or the caves or anything because I won't do it. I get too scared.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, poor Goggles.
Like when I
I'm a
first started
giant
playing
baby.
Minecraft. Oh, sorry, what?
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
When I first started playing Minecraft, I couldn't. Like, I had an extremely hard time with creepers. Like, they were too much. They were too surprising. You know, stuff like that. But, like, it got better over time, I guess. I don't know how, but it's just like, I kind of get where you're coming from.
Okay, food and drink. Go ahead and grab a bit of a snacky snack here.
You said we have to be here by 1?
We have to be there by, yes, 1 o'clock is the deadline to start the quest, but we have to finish it before 4. So.
Okay.
I'm hoofing it.
Okay, so. Quests.
Thank you, Wither. I hope you feel better soon, by the way. But yeah, like, that's another big reason why I would ask people, like, can you just give me creative? Like, can I just build things?
Yeah, that's
myself?
understandable.
Man, I'm guessing that, like, since they introduced, like, creepy sounds for caves and whatnot, or underwater, like, it would be even worse for you.
Oh, it fucks me up, like, in a good way. Like I said, I'm just a giant baby when it comes to these things.
I'll be
I
interested
fully
to
admit
see.
it.
Like we're planning on trying to get some content warning in at some point, so I'm interested to see how you handle that.
Oh, I'm gonna be like, whoop! You know, like, it's gonna be great.
I mean, did you hear the story about what happened to Tev in, what was it, Possession or
Pilgrim.
Pilgrim?
Did
Yes, what
not.
happened to Pilgrim? Okay, so Pilgrim is very much in the vein of content warning and Lethal Company and stuff. So the idea is you're journeying down this road as a pilgrim, and you're trying to reach the end point. But there are demons and whatnot that you have to contend with, and people are gonna die, and you have to like revive them, etc. And you have to like find gold to sell to traders that you meet along the way to resupply yourself.
Okay.
So we're adventuring along, and you have this cart, and we reach this gate, and we're like, oh, there's a gate, but it turns out that there's a monster that's chasing us as well, like this huge monster, more of a wagon, really. Yeah, Lying's right. It's more of a wagon.
So it's kind of like Oregon Trail, but
But creepy.
Sort of.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
It's
very
not
creepy.
really like Oregon Trail. It's just you're traveling down one road in a
Okay.
wagon.
So we get to this gate, and we're like, oh god, there's a monster behind us. Get through the gate, we'll close it behind us, and it'll save us to some degree, you know? It'll prevent the monster from getting to us. But then we get to the gate, and like the power supply on the wagon goes out because there's like magical crystals you could pick up. And we're like, oh god, just push the thing faster. And long story short, the monster catches up to us. It kills everyone. And what happens is it kills Lying. And then in the confusion, Lying's
Very
body
rare
gets
chance.
back up, walks over to Tev, who is the only person left alive and cowering in the back of the wagon. The body gets up, walks over to Tev, and tentacles explode out of its head and eat Tev.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
It
And
was freaky.
Okay, so we've got lying, we've got Tev, we've
We're
got
waiting
myself.
on goggles.
Goggles. Cool.
I'm on the
So-
Normal weekend things for me. God, like,
It was just, it was like, and I had a perfect ringside seat because like my camera is attached to my body because I had just died recently before it, so I watched
well,
the whole thing go
You were
down.
watching from my perspective.
One of the two, I was either attached to my body or yeah, but
Alright, we
I saw
going?
the
We
whole
going?
thing down. Yes, let's do it. Let's do it.
All right. I've certainly never countered that. It's a rare chance, but it happened on the first playthrough for me. It was freaky.
No, that's
Alright.
fucking scary.
Like Tev, like we continued to play that night, and Tev was like, I'm not getting out of the
leaving
wagon.
I'm not doing
I'm staying
it.
in the wagon. Okay, so for this mission, like killing the zombies is important, but it's secondary to actually restoring the power in time.
Yes, and we have to. This is timed, so we need to, if this has a time deadline, so we need to be on it.
Okay.
Oh man, creepy Diablo music while we're going through this is great.
Is this outside? No, it's not outside.
Okay, so we've only got the one generator to find, so that's good. The question is whether or not the generator is going to be in the basement or on the roof. And judging by the size of this place, I would bet that it's a march up to the roof.
The generator seems to be on this level. It's just
Yeah,
further
I think it's
to
on this floor.
the southwest. Is it in here?
Okay.
No, this is the bathroom. I think on the other side of the wall right here.
Okay, so... Oh, this hotel isn't even that tall. Okay, I thought it was like a multi-story hotel. I mean, it is a level 4, but...
Pilgrim is fun. I just cannot do games like that for longer than 30 minutes. I wish I could, but I'm very easily startled. Yeah, exactly. That night, I hate getting chased around, and it's a game full of being chased. Oh, reload, reload. Zombies behind you. Alright, is it in? Okay, it's apparently... Oh, there's a screamer, outside. God damn it.
Why wouldn't there be?
Alright, apparently... Yeah, it's even further behind that wall somewhere.
I just want to make certain the screamer was taken care of, right?
I don't know where she is.
No idea.
She's not dead. I heard her.
Yeah, I hear her too.
Whoa!
Okay, I took care of a couple screamers. And another one, and another one.
I'm like so
Wow.
far into the gut work of this place.
Another screamer! Okay, we're in kind of a screamer roundabout, guys. Okay, I'm gonna die.
Oh shit, Tev.
Hold on, where? Oh, fuck.
Don't you dare, Megan! Don't scream!
Where are you, by the way, Tev?
Outside. It's okay. Goggles and Lying were out here to help. Okay.
Just like so fucking trapped in here.
It's this place. I'm not certain we're gonna get it because of just how convoluted this is.
Well, somebody did
We got the
the generator already.
Okay, so we need to clear the area then. Okay, that takes a lot of pressure off of us.
Yeah, Lying took care of it.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. That a lot of good that's going to do. Wait, do I have honey on me? Thank goodness. I got obviously infected. Also, I have a sprained arm.
Oh, okay, here's what
I've got a
supposed to
splint. If you need it.
I'd be happy to have it.
do. Oh my god!
That's a lot of zombies outside.
Turns out the courtyard is full of them.
I turned my head for a second.
How the heck did you get out there?
Here, tap,
I
tap,
went
tap.
through the dungeon the hard way. That's how I got here.
Okay, thank you so much, Goggles. Oh, I cannot use that.
Oh.
Not this game.
It's doing a number on us. Whew.
Alright. Oh, thank you, Lying. Alright, we're good.
Oh, we did
Hey,
it.
Goggles.
Whew.
Are you the medical person?
No,
I'm
that'd
the
be
medical
Dave.
person.
Or, yeah.
Okay, Strife, I need you to put this splint on me. Because it won't let me do it.
Alright, I'm gonna hope that this works.
I hate that they upped Screamers to sets of twins, did they? Like, I knew we
Right.
could get stuck in a cycle, but...
Hopefully that worked.
Oh, it did. Thank you so much.
You got any
really
bandages for
appreciate
yourself?
Yes, I do.
Cool.
Man, there were just like 20 zombies out there. And some of them were irradiated. Including the Screamers. All like 6 of them.
We had some very serious fun in here tonight.
Yeah.
Man, walking into this like little cabana space just makes me think of Dead Island.
Never played it.
It was the progenitor to Dying Light.
Nice.
If you haven't played it, you should at least watch the trailer for the first one. It was good.
Oh yeah, I showed that to Deb ages
Oh,
ago.
okay.
Oh, did you? Oh, was it the backwards one?
Yeah, I was playing backwards and forwards
Okay,
at the same
yeah.
time to meet in the middle.
Yeah. I remember that now. Yes, exactly, Lying. Pretty sure
Remember-
I've seen nothing but Twin Screamers since 1.0. Jeez.
Listen,
I
if you're
remember-
not constantly being assailed by zombies, then you're not really playing the game right, okay?
If you're not
says the fun
constantly
pimps.
dying, yeah, then you're playing it wrong, according to the fun pimps.
Paging Dr. Strife. Paging Dr. Strife. Yes? What? Huh?
Oh, that was for the splint.
Oh, yes.
We're going to make sure you die frequently and then punish you for dying. Yeah.
Like I said, it's such a noob attitude about like how to design your game. You know? Make certain that you're beating the player, not that you're helping them have fun. I mean, where even was the final loot stash in this place?
I have no clue.
In the kitchen, I think? Where am I going?
Ground floor. Okay. Ground floor. I'm there, so I'm warm at least.
Easiest way to get back in.
Basil, you should get some rest. You earned it.
Yeah, you should. Keep getting tiresome. My messages may be delayed. Yeah, it's not a big problem.
I am
Like,
just
I totally get you on the tired thing.
perpetually entertained by the fact that you continue to call them Basil.
It's just a thing now. Like
It is a thing now. It's like I don't think it's even a problem in all honesty, but
You're
yeah, like
amused by it.
if he turned around and was like, hey, you know, could you say it, whatever, I'd be like, yeah, of course, but you know, I'm just gonna keep calling him the herb.
Herb. Hey, Strife, can you unlock this hardened chest? Oh, you're upstairs. Sorry.
once I get down there, like I'm trying to find my way to the freaking kitchen, but I keep getting distracted. I keep
to get home from spooky area.
went to a haunted house, eh?
Ooh, fun.
Oh yeah, it looks like
That has to be the answer. Ah, okay. Instead of going down, I'm going further up into the ventilation shafts.
just like in the movies.
Insert shaft joke here.
Oh, that those jokes. It reminds me. You were present earlier today for my stream, and you saw the first results of a hundo drop.
Yeah.
That's right.
Goggles
Yeah.
is like, Goggles was like, I have no idea what happens during a hundo, and then like it's like you're about to find out.
Okay, I opened the hardened chest, so
Did you unlock
Well, my
it, or
whole
did you
thing
open
was
it?
like,
I
it was
accidentally
like-
unlocked it out of habit. Sorry, like I unlocked it
Oh.
and opened it. I'm sorry.
Okay.
And I apologize, Goggles. I did not mean to interrupt you.
no, you're fine. Like I sometimes interrupt and I don't realize, so I apologize for doing that. But yeah, no, I was like, uh-oh, like I don't want Tevla to come and kick my ass.
No. I mean, I think I said it somewhere in the stream.
Yeah,
That,
yeah.
like, this is just his thing, you know? And, like, I'm secure in our relationship. I'm not threatened by it, so...
Oh yeah.
She's
yeah,
not
have
threatened
fun.
by the possibility of me showing off my physical form in all sorts of fleshy pictures.
Yeah. That's the long and short of it, I guess.
Which, you know, again, Chad, if you're interested, exclamation pics. Or is it I think it's exclamation gallery to see all of them, so. Basilisk redeemed
On-screen
on-screen
celebration of panty.
God.
Somebody also redeemed reverse screens.
Oh, that was 2 minutes ago. Okay. You got a reverse screen,
it's
and you can
Tatsu.
see. Yes, greetings. That's it.
Lion, how you doing?
But yes. Now that you've redeemed the reverse screens, you can see what is admittedly described by at least one of my co-streamers as a quote cute bralette.
It's a nice color.
It is a nice cut. Like I'm very pleased by that setup there because I bought a mystery pack because they were like trying to clear inventory, and it's like, okay, well, give us a size and you'll get some stuff. You know, you don't know what you're gonna get, and then that's what I got, and I was like, oh my god, these two actually go together pretty well. So I'm really happy about that.
I was going to do accent, but it was all used up. Yeah. They got him earlier.
See, I have a hard time finding like cute bras in my size. Like,
Yeah.
they're
Oh my
either
God.
really expensive or they're just like beige, and it's like, ugh, I don't want that.
Yep.
Yeah, I've got that experience because I shopped for Tev from time to time. Where it's like, yeah, I'm gonna get her, you know, something. I'm gonna get her a nice bra for a gift or something, you know, and it's just like, okay, can I do I want to do this again? Where like I get it and it turns out to be the wrong size and I have to go through the returns process. You know.
Yeah.
It's, oh god. Not until I came to understand this problem on my own for someone else did I come to, how do you live this way? This is terrible.
Painfully.
Yeah. By necessity, yeah. It's like, even with the bra size I do, I'm like afraid to grab a different, you know, a slightly bigger size. Because the price goes up exponentially. It sucks.
Oh yeah.
But like the bras I'm wearing now, like, are still just slightly too small. So I need a like 1 cup bigger.
Oh god. Oh god.
What sucks is like it's always either the cup or the band. It's just.
The band is fine. It's the cup that's the problem. Because I get quad boob and it sucks.
I fucking hate quad boob. It makes me look ridiculous.
Yeah.
There was a very like punctuated way that you said that there, Goggles.
That was
Like,
by design. Yeah, like
The way that you said ridiculous, like the emphasis on the D there.
Well, that vending machine works.
it's terrible though. Like you finally find, like for me, I finally find something cute that's in my size. I'm like, oh, I feel, you know, confident wearing this. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna have a great day. You start the day off strong, and then like an hour later, you've got muffin boobs, just flopping
Also
about all over the
sag.
place. Oh, that too, right?
It's like, I wanted my boobs to be perky. Why are they drooping?
Right.
Oh my god. Like, on one hand, like, yes, pain, but also on the other hand, I'm entertained by this as well, to hear it, so.
My boobs demand relief. No, it really is though. Like, I feel bad for people who have to wear bras to sleep. I couldn't do it. Like, it's just, there's no way.
I just deal with the fact that they're gonna end up in my armpit. It's fine.
Yeah.
Ah, came back to titty talk.
It happens.
Baby, I'm sure you don't mind.
Hey, titties are good.
Sports bras do any good? I mean, my understanding is not so much, but I won't speak for
They
anyone.
don't make them in my size. It's just another regular underwire bra.
Yeah, like they just like make them in my size, but I only really wear them like to the gym or if I'm working out or something. Otherwise, like, eh.
Or they make some that kind of go around the back of the neck and connect there, and then it hurts my neck. I'm like,
Yeah,
God.
it's like it's dragging down on your neck, and it's like you're the Hunchback of Notre Dame all of a sudden. Like it's terrible.
Yeah.
Hey, Tev,
Yeah.
are you still at the hotel there?
Yeah, I am.
You might want to get out, return the quest, because today is supposed to be the Horde Night.
Ah, okay, yeah, you're right. I'm on my way.
And seeing as it is midnight, I'm going to propose that we stick around just long enough to find out if it's the Horde Night, and if it's not, whether it is or not, we stop at 8 o'clock in the morning for this round. Assuming that we're all sorted out, like inventory-wise, etc.
How the hell do I get out of here?
Good luck.
Thanks. Alright, here's an outside.
I started
That's
hating
healthy.
bras after the lady who measured me was like, you know you're wearing it wrong? What?
Well, that's the thing
She's-
too. You don't know until you know, right? Like,
Yeah. And most people wearing bras are not wearing the one that is right for them.
mm-hmm.
I mean, for very stupid reasons, you know, growing up, I wasn't allowed to wear a bra bigger than a B cup. I was way bigger than a B cup.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I have words for that, but I'm gonna keep them to myself.
Basically, the bigger the person and the bigger the cup size, the more nightmarish and beige they become.
Yes.
Oh my god, I don't think I've ever heard it phrased so perfectly. The
It
more
really is.
beige they become.
So
No one
like
gives you a
I'm
tutorial. Yeah.
right. You kind of just have to figure it out, right? And like for me, I've just pretty much resigned myself to credit card debt, so I can get bras that fit from Torrid that are also like kind of cute and like gobby or witchy or whatever.
Well, and like bras are not the same size per manufacturer.
Right.
So like the Wacol bras that I prefer are completely different size from the Torrid ones.
Mm-hmm.
Or from any other bra manufacturer. So it's like there is no consistency. There's no standardized sizing there.
And that's not even getting into women's clothes in general, because like what I could wear like a 3X in one store, and then it's like a 1X in a different store, and it's like what? Like
Okay, just really fast. Tev, do
Sorry.
you have Ranger's Guide to Archery Volume 5?
Let me have a look. I'm trying to run away from zombies. Ranger's Guide to Archery.
it's
Oh, I have
got
all of them. Yeah.
Okay, that's all. Continue.
Hunt in you. Yes, thank you. I hurt my head trying to figure out how your cup scales with your back size. It's like it's band size and let's see. It's okay, so it's measuring around the boobs. Getting that number and then subtracting the measurement from your underbust. And however many inches that is, it's like 1 cup per inch. Or at least in American sizes. It's completely different in like UK sizes and other countries and stuff. But it's just, but even then, like they'll say, oh, triple D. That's just F cups. Literally. I don't know. I've
then,
tried
like,
to figure this out.
it's ridiculous. And then like you know, when I was growing up, you know, this just speaks to my mother's raising of us, but it was like, you know, once boobs started to develop, it was like, here's a bra, figure it out. Like there was no guidance on like, you know, here's how you do it, here's how you do the scoop and droop
man.
technique, here's, you know, how to figure out your size. It was just figure it out.
Like, okay, so you know how there's like training bras?
What exactly is a training bra?
It's just like
It's
a small
comfortable.
bra to get you used to the
Yeah.
idea of wearing a bra. It's like preschool, but for boobs.
So
Basically.
it's a bra when you don't actually need it, just so you can get used to the idea of it before you
Yeah.
actually need it.
Basically, yeah. And like,
Yeah.
I know
Okay.
for a lot of girls, when I was growing up, it was kind of like a rite of passage, like, oh, you got your training bra. But like, I never had one. It was like, snap of a finger, oh, you need a bra.
Oh
Um,
man.
Like, okay, so like our mother, I use those in tons of quotes. She wouldn't take us to go get training bras. So one of my aunts on my dad's side of the family took my sister and me to get training bras. And the mother was so mad about it. Because she didn't get to do it. She was taking it away from her, and I'm just like, you wouldn't
Oh
take
my
us to get bras anyway.
Right.
Crazy stuff.
Oh man. Grabbed my bike.
Parts. Organics.
I hope we didn't derail the stream with talk about.
No,
bras.
it's like, frankly, my stream is
happens.
probably the most sensible place for this type of a talk to happen. You know?
Yes.
Outside of, you know, like a stream that a woman's actually doing. Because it's fundamentally a very, like, woman topic.
The kind of quality content people expect from a 7 days
Yeah.
stream.
But I mean, like, it's a fascinating topic to me because it's like, hey, I ain't got nothing going on upstairs. It is incredibly just empty there, and anything that I put on is
a little definition.
yeah, but it's not substantial in any capacity that would be like anything to write home about.
You got the little
have
chili.
chicken.
Fine.
I'm talking about it looks nice when you're wearing a bra. Okay, shut up.
I mean, I like putting them on from time to time. Hence the reason why I do
Good.
it. What?
Yeah.
My point remains, you know, that it's a fascinating topic for me to learn about.
Yeah.
That's all.
Okay.
Grab the freaking. Okay.
Mechanics. Mechanics. You have chicken fillets, and I know you do because I paid for them. Oh.
And I gladly use them whenever I'm doing like a particular outfit for like photography and whatnot.
Yeah,
But
we need
for the most part,
to fill something out.
yes.
Oh, Cortex, hi.
I mean, the last time that I had to fill something out was the it was the black bodysuit. Yeah, it was the
Yes.
black bodysuit that I got for last holiday's photo set. What a ride that one was.
You're a ride.
Hey.
Thank you.
Grab the rest of the stuff on my motorcycle. Grab my motorcycle. Great. Ammo, crafting, armor, mods.
Well, that holiday dress is super cute.
Which one are you talking about? Like the red skirt and the like white top?
Yeah. Yeah.
That is actually the most cobbled together set that I've ever done. Let me actually
Basil.
check the gallery.
Chaos.
Yes, I like that emote because of the character.
That is a lot of fun. Hold on. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, the picture that's titled. Okay, wait. Are we talking about the one that's Holiday Princess, or is it titled Holiday Flirt?
Let me. It's Holiday Princess, I think. Yeah.
Princess. Okay, yeah, that one was a lot of fun. I think I streamed while I was wearing that. I was talking about the one titled Holiday Flirt that's like a real big, like, oh, I'm gonna cobble something together with a bunch of random disparate stuff that I have.
Alright, good night, Lang. I think we're
Good night,
wrapping up
Lang.
anyway.
Feel better.
Yeah, we are wrapping up. And look at that, 9 o'clock. It means that we get flex in our benefit this time.
Nice.
So we have one more day to prep for the blood moon.
Yes.
There we go. Okay, so I have a question. How's it?
Yes.
Does everybody have their bikes?
Yeah, just a sec. I need to refuel mine. Okay, yeah, now I have my bike.
That reminds me, motorcycle, chassis and handlebars.
Flex in our favor, yes, Lang.
Let me grab up a sufficient amount of materials here because we need to make Nifty a replacement bike.
I liked the wedding my cousin had, but man, it felt like things could have been organized just a little better, not to mention how long the ride home was, plus one of the parents would not shut up at all. And you said it was like over 100 degrees and it was an outdoor wedding.
Vortex, that sucks.
That is
And
disgusting.
the only- I think they said the only cool place was in the bathroom with a dedicated AC in it.
That's terrible.
That is terrible. I mean, at least you could use the bathroom and not feel like you were going to die of heat.
I think something similar to that happened to me at Squid's sister's wedding. Like, it was in North Carolina, maybe? and it got so hot, and I was wearing like a dress with no straps, and I was just like sweating so much that I felt like I was just overheating too quickly. Like I couldn't bear it. Like I have
Yeah.
to go inside. I'm so sorry.
I showed you the mug.
The Oktoberfest mug, yes.
Because that is absolutely a mug, and I don't care what anybody says.
It counts.
Alright, make a chassis.
Alright, we logging out.
If you want to log out, have at it. Just log out.
Yeah, I think I'm at my wall.
I am just grabbing up the necessary materials to start the crafting for a replacement bicycle, or not bicycle, motorbike.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna wait around just long enough to start that craft in the bench, and then log out once it's been begun. Because we are at stream's end, and I don't know when we're gonna come back for another round of 7 days either. Like, we're really close to the point that I wanted to hit with 7 days.
Yeah.
Hitting.
We also have other plans we want to do in this time slot. So.
Yes, we have plans to mix things up, get away from 7 days for at least a little bit, before we hit the utter end stage of the game, and what we're trying to do with it. So one thing I do want to say is thank you so very much to Goggles and Tev and Lying and Dave, whom I know most of them are gone now.
Gone, but not forgotten.
Not forgotten. The mug was next to the bottle. Exactly. It's a mental state. The mug is always in your mind.
Naturally, I was wearing all black like a smart person living in the desert does. Hey, it's called being a goth.
I was gonna say, like, I live
No,
in
I mean, but
Florida
if you're
and-
wearing formal stuff to a wedding, that makes sense.
Man, like, even though your friend had her wedding in the relatively early half of the year, it was still warm enough out that when I was hanging around in that suit, that 3-piece suit, I was just like, man, I am sweating. I am so happy that this isn't
I think
straight up the
their
summer.
wedding was in April.
Which is close enough that it was like, okay, well, there's going to be some warmth and some uncomfortableness of this. And obviously
it was a cool
the late
wedding too. I liked it.
It was a nice wedding. It was a nice wedding. Like, there was nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
All right.
I got to see one of my best friends get married. So yeah.
All right, cool. There, I am done with my crafting. Exit. I said exit. Exit already. Game. Oh my god, it's so well optimized. Okay. Cool. Well, this has been a rather unique and unusual evening of streaming because of the setup and the way that things worked in the game. Also, it's pretty clear to me that we're really starting to like get down to the end of our run in 7 Days to Die here. Like we've definitely gone through the loop so many times at this point of what the game has to offer. We're not really hitting that stride of like, oh, this is the fun part of the game, if you will. Am I imagining that, or are you guys feeling that as well?
No, I think you're on the mark.
Yeah. Okay. So we've only got. Sorry. Go on.
No, we're just approaching that part that you were talking about.
Yes. So like we're basically hitting the end of the game. We've got a little bit more to go in 7 Days to Die, but we'll come back to it at another point whenever our batteries are a bit more recharged. Going forward, we're going to be trying to do a little bit more variety of options for what we can do to entertain for la spooky saison. You know?
Yes.
Do we like la spooky saison?
Yes. And chat, don't worry. Strife already purchased his Halloween costume.
I have purchased my Halloween costume. I'm not certain that I should wear the Halloween costume, though. The question is, what type of a challenge do I need to set forth before chat before I say that I will wear le Halloween costume? It's silly. I promise it's silly. Is it not the inflated pumpkin? I could
Nope.
wear the inflated pumpkin again, but that's not what I'm talking about. When do we get to see said
intriguing.
costume? I don't know. I'm going to give some more thought to it.
I mean, at least on Halloween, right?
I mean, that's I don't know. There has to be a possibility of failure for it to really mean anything for chat, right? Right? Am I
Oh,
making
you.
how many people am I making uncomfortable right now? The Strife Burnett show. Oh my god. That is such an old reference. How many people actually get that?
Me, I know.
Oh my word. All right. Chat, you'll have to learn more about our plans, but what I can say is that if you see us back again at this time on for another stream, then it's going to be something different. It's not going to be 7 days. But to my co-streamers, I say to all of you, thank you so much for playing. Thank you so much for coming along for the ride.
All right, thank you.
Thank you for having my awkward butt here. I appreciate it.
And I hope to see you all again this next
no.
Saturday.
Disc.
Wait, did I come in at the end of stream? Frick.
You did.
Oh no. This happens so often.
There's always one.
There's always one. There is always one. Well, I'm not I wish I could come back and do more streaming on Sunday, but chances are I will be absolutely devoid of life because I will finally have the opportunity to take care of my backyard. So, which is something I meant to do last weekend right before electrical issues happened.
Yeah.
I'll retell that story on Monday, I'm certain. Oh, we. Okay, anyway.
Wait, what?
What?
Cortex?
Wait.
Cortex
What?
said wait. I don't know.
Okay, Goggles, Tev, thank you so much. I'm going to hang up now.
All right, bye.
Take care.
Take
everybody. Have a
care.
good night.
Yeah, bye. Oh my god. What is that handsome bony gentleman's name behind Will there? That is Reginald. This is Reginald. Say hello to Reginald. Maybe I should be dressing Reginald in some of the unmentionables and delicates. I like that name. After the stream, go check out the beginning of the VOD. Yes. Well, wait a minute. What do you mean? Check out the beginning of the VOD. The beginning of this VOD. Yes, the beginning of the what I'm streaming right now. If you check out the beginning of this VOD, I promise it's perfectly good over at youtube.com/WillStrifeLive. youtube.com/@WillStrifeLive. Where Reginald was introduced. Yes, exactly. You can also do it on Twitch if you want. But in any case, chat, I will see you at 11 a.m. U.S. Central Time for more Zelda Echoes of Wisdom. Until then, take care of yourselves. Stay happy. Oh, excuse me. Stay happy. Stay healthy. I'm going to get through my outro speech. Chat, take care of yourselves, stay happy, stay healthy, and try to stay cool because it's certainly not cooling down where I'm at. It's pain. It's pain embodied. I'll see you on Monday. Take care.